from the heart of Raider Nation, where loyalty runs deep, the silver and black never fade, and every first down brings us closer to victory. It's time to talk Raiders. The triumphs, the heartbreaks, the biggest plays, and the hottest takes. Featuring your host, 401 Raider Jeff! And his co-host, Raiders First Downs! Two voices, one nation, all Raiders. Welcome to the show! This is Raider Nation Voices.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Raider Nation Voices with myself, 401 Raider Jeff, and my gentleman next to me, JD, Raiders First Downs. What's going on?
Next to you on the screen.
Whatever. Next to me. Whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, in a
We're
couple
3,000
weeks,
miles
we'll be
apart.
side by side at some point.
Yeah, we're going to take up a booth somewhere.
We're going to take up a lot of space in the booth.
Yeah.
So what's up? How you been this week?
Busy. Been
Yeah.
busy. Yeah.
You got some busy couple of weeks coming up yourself, too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Next week shouldn't be too bad. But just trying to get some things done, and I kind of been neglecting, and then start buckling down for the wedding in October. So getting that taken care of. So, but yeah, we chopped down a tree out in front of the house, and now I got this big old mound of sod from the stump grinder that I gotta get rid of that sod. Or the whatchamacallit, the sawdust, not the sod, but the sawdust, to get rid of the sawdust. So.
Yeah, so we've got this Saturday tonight, and then Jason and I will be on together again next week. But then we're going to take a little bit of a hiatus. So on the 6th, or the 5th, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the 5th, we will not be on. Jason will actually be down in another part of California on that day, so he will not be home. So the 5th, we will not be on. The 12th, we're both going to be in Las Vegas for the Raiders game. It's already that far. It's that close. It's two more Saturdays after this, and it's Vegas time.
Man.
The 19th, I'll be in L.A. at that point. Jason may actually, or probably more than likely, still do a Saturday night show with the call-ins, because he's got to set up on his end. So he will be back on the 19th, but I will not be back on a normal Saturday night until the 26th. So, but so what did you think of the game Thursday night? What was your initial take?
Same shit, different day on the defensive side on the opening kickoff or the opening drive. I mean, there's no way, there's no beating around it, man.
No.
It's the same thing, and it's like and I heard one commentator on a game I was watching earlier that, when it comes to the preseason games, it doesn't matter who's out there, but the vision of your team is what it is. So if your seconds are out there, well, you're going to probably be going against their seconds too. So you should probably, give somebody or something or show something positive, and letting the team just go tinky, 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 tinky down the field and score a touchdown and get trucked in the end zone. Yeah. Attitude, tenacity, act like you actually want to frickin' play, and it doesn't take much. Throw the scheme. Well, they're only running. They're running a vanilla offense too. So, now I will say, if you want to use an excuse, because excuses are like assholes, everybody's got one, and most of them stink, is they had their starting offensive line out there, and their starting quarterback, and a running back that is capable of being their starter, if not their 1B running back. Yeah. So, that plays a difference. Obviously, Nico Collins didn't play. They can't afford to lose him. He already has a hard time staying on the field as it is. So, Oh, I saw the comment. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I really don't because it is what it is, right?
Well, I was prepared because I thought for sure someone was going to come in the chat all fired up because of the thumbnail I
Yeah.
made for today. So I thought
I
this
wouldn't
was gonna
if
be-
they fucking cut him. I don't give a shit. Still gonna be a Raider fan tomorrow, so it don't fucking
Yeah,
matter,
really,
anyways,
doesn't
right?
matter.
It doesn't
No, I
matter.
figured-
It doesn't affect this house that I live in, so
I'm not mine either.
yeah. If it was gonna, hey, we're gonna cut Mendoza and cut your pension. And I was like, oh, hold on a second, stop. We got a problem now, right?
So
Don't
I
touch
thought
my-
this was going to be This is what I thought the chat was going to be like tonight. As they were coming for me because they probably know that I'm the one that made the thumbnail. I did that just to be funny. I thought it was kind of funny, so I had
It's good. No slack on it, man. It is what it is. It's
It's
part
the
of the
humor.
game, huh?
humor. It's the humor.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with. I don't have a problem with it at all. I really don't. I don't care.
So before we get rolling, let's just check in with the chat. But first, a little housekeeping. Make sure if you haven't already, make sure you get over to Jason's channel, hit that subscribe, hit the notification, give the thumbs up on the show. Same thing if you haven't been in my channel already, make sure you do that. But definitely get over to Jason's and help him jump his numbers up. He's going. He's getting there. We'll get him. He wants to try and get to 500 before. I think you said what before the season started. You said. Right? Wasn't that your goal initially?
Yeah, if I can do it before Christmas, I might have a nice, happy Christmas present for somebody.
Yeah. What are you at right now?
I don't know, like 315, 320. I don't know. I really don't.
More than that.
I don't really pay attention. I just like coming on here and having a good time talking Raider
There you
football with people. So yeah, this ain't gonna pay my bills. I know that.
And no,
So
it doesn't.
we're good with it.
Oh, ask Leo. I mean, Leo and I, we make millions off of this, as people think. So.
Well, just in the last month and a half, it's cost me $3,000 just to do this shit. So
Well, you bought a.
that's
brand
why
new
I like
computer.
doing
No one
it.
told you
It's
to do
cool.
that.
What's that?
I said that was all on a brand new computer. That's what it cost you. Was that?
Oh yeah, and then all the other shit that I bought, software, subscriptions. You know,
So let's check
join,
in. Let's-
joining 805's club on his channel. I mean, that membership. Good God.
Oh, some of them are so expensive. Oh.
Oh man. I can't believe how
So-
much he charges to be a member of his channel. But you know
So
what?
we got- go ahead.
It's prestigious to be in his channel. That's for sure.
Hey, I was in the Big Boys channel the other night on the show, so I felt like
Oh, yeah.
I could really look around the Big Boy room.
Yeah.
We were in the war room, so it's
Yeah.
like, oh, this is different.
Yeah.
So we got Leo in here yelling at us because we're late. We had a little minor technical difficulties. That's why I'm on the headset. Bueno's
Turtle
here.
Beaches.
Yep.
What's up, Bueno?
Gunsmoke's in the house. AJG, Raider Nation for life until the casket drops into the ground. Yep.
Yep.
Tokyo Raiders here. What's up, my guy? Rorschach. I see Bueno is already in full swing. Oh, I mean his AI fridge. Absolutely. What's up, Linda? How you doing tonight? Raider Paul's in the house. Yep, we gotta give it.
Raiders!
And as usual, calling you Jelly Roll. There it is.
It is what it is. I'm just like Jelly Roll, but I'm competing for him to lose LBs. So I don't know how many LBs that I've lost, but the white jersey back there, it fits.
Hey, there you go. Alex is in the house. Lecky's here. 805 with his comment. I love it.
Jeez. It ain't even my thumbnail, bro. It's his. He did it.
It's fine.
It's his.
Rose
Eh,
Townsend.
I would have put Adam Butler on there, but I don't know. Was my choice this week.
I didn't even think of that one.
Nah.
I didn't even think of that one. God damn it.
Yeah.
Raider Knight's in the house. What's up, Raider Knight? Coach is in the house. 805 is.
What's
the
up, Coach?
I got to pay just for Jason's attention. Begging wasn't good enough. What's up, JP Raider? What's up,
Brown star slots. Nice.
I think all of our young cornerbacks hope we don't cut any of them. see. Big Hurt's here. What's up, Hurt? What's going on,
What's
my
up?
guy? AO's in the house. What's up? What's up?
Salute AO. Hey, Alex. Shout out to Alex, man. We got it. Shout out to him.
Yeah, I hit him up
Dude's
already.
he's been lights out until Arnie Garza comes along. Once we get Arnie Garza in here, it's game, set, match.
Yep, yep. Let me see. I gotta switch this to this banner. I forgot to switch this over. All right. So, basically, now we had the game Thursday night. So before we get into the whole roster talks, just some names that I thought kind of helped themselves. Maybe they might have been on the bubble before, or maybe they weren't, but their play from the week before might have pushed them that way. But we'll have to wait and see. But I think guys that helped themselves out this week was probably Dylan Lobby. I don't know if you agree or disagree.
Well, I already wrote that one down, but since you took
Okay.
it, I'll let you run with it. Go ahead.
And I got Patrick Johnson is another one that kind of, I think,
Yeah.
helped himself this week again too.
Yep.
Who did you have? Anybody else? I had one other, but
Well, bubble people that are on the bubble that helped themselves. Lobby was the only one that, because I thought he would be on the bubble going into camp, like the big bubble, not just like a little bubble, but a big bubble. But he's done everything and then some to fix it. I mean, I literally, if he gets cut out of this group, I'll be shocked. That will shock me. He has done everything. He's done more this year to deserve to be on the 53 than he ever has since he's been with the Raiders.
hang on, I'm just test. I don't know why.
Yeah, we
this
got you.
Is this any better? Do you hear me better now? Well, because Silver Smoke said he can hear Jason great, but can barely hear me.
Yeah.
It's pissing me off.
Yeah, but I'm broadcasting on 5 billion gigahertz.
Hello. No, that didn't change anything. God damn. Give me a second. No, hobo.
Anthony says you sound good.
Yeah?
Yeah, doesn't match the
Seriously?
picture on the screen, but the sound's pretty good. I can hear you pretty decent. Yeah,
Wow.
not like I used to, but
Okay, so we're okay then. All right. So
Yeah,
we'll go back
just keep
to what
rolling.
we were doing. All right, another name I did have on the list was Stooks. I think Stooks might have played a little bit better this time than the first game. I don't know what your take is on that. If you think he might have
3 of the
helped
young
himself
guys
out.
in the secondary actually played better. McCoy actually played pretty damn good. He gave up one pass, and even that one was not a gimme. It took a decent. It took an extreme catch. It wasn't like, sometimes the other guy, you got to tip your hat to the other guy for making a play too every once in a while, right? But McCoy, yeah, and the penalty, it was a penalty by virtue of the written rule, and don't stand over the top of the guy when you do it, because but that ain't the only reason. One of the things, the point of emphasis this year on the celebrating and unsportsmanlike is also celebrating on the other team's sideline. They're gonna dig into that. So if you start chirping at the sidelines or making gestures to people on the sidelines, then you're probably going to catch a yellow.
Shout out to Big Luck with the 10 jewels for the gold coin. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. This is a Verizon commercial from earlier. Yeah, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? No Face is here. What's up, No Face Raider? What's going on?
What's up, No Face?
Rorschach with the 10 jewels for the gold coin also. Thank you, brother. Silver Smoke says, I think Stooks played well, way better, and so did McCoy.
And Massis. Massis played pretty
yeah.
good, too. pretty good too.
No Face Raider with the 10 gifted subscribers, memberships on my channel. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much, man. Again, you guys have no idea how much that helps. The jewels, super chats, anything you guys do, it helps us do what we do. I mean, Jason's invested money into this from his end, doing stuff too. So that's why we need to get him up to that point too, so we can get him monetized, so we can start offsetting some of these costs too. So,
which in turn goes back to Nate and Duncan.
Yep. Yep. So, because right now Jason and I could pretty much cover the StreamYard and anything else we do, and like the merchandise too. So, like we've got the Raider Nation Voices hats. You know, we've got my other merchandise. I've got the Coast to Coast stuff too. I've got the No Huddle show. So all these are on there. So if you guys, you know, if you're ever looking for stuff, I'm gonna start coming out with some different and new stuff. I need to work on that. So
yeah,
but yeah, we appreciate you
I've
guys.
thought about getting my patch out there or my logo out there, but at the same time, I'm like, nah, I don't need a mess. I got other things to deal with. But it looks good on. Oh, it's not on my shirt. Here, it's on my shirt back there. Where the logo?
Oh, the one that I did.
The
for
Friday
you.
the 13th with the Raiders first.
I like that
logo.
one. That came out good.
That.
Shout out to Raider Ryan with another 10
What's up, Raider
gifted
Ryan?
memberships. My God, you guys are killing it tonight. I love you
Yep.
guys. Oh yeah, did you hear what happened last night on my channel? On my show?
I didn't get a chance to watch it.
So, Wasted Talent was in the chat last night. I needed to cut a short for it, but I didn't. I'm going to do that later on. So he came in and he said, "Hey Jeff, what's up?" You know, and I started talking to him. Next thing I know, I hear someone say, "Oh, who sent him to the gulags?" Somebody kicked him out of the channel.
One of the mods kicked him out.
Yeah, and I know who it was too.
Oh.
And it wasn't Rorschach. Everybody said it was Bueno, and then someone said it was Rorschach, so I went and looked real quick. I'm like, no, it wasn't neither one of them.
You know what? I could picture those two being in the sand at the playground and them kicking the other kids out just so them two can play in the sandbox.
Yeah, and then they'll end up just sitting there eating the sand, too.
Yeah, he was sitting there eating the sand and the melting crayons.
Yeah. Shout out to Silver Smoke with the Jules with the 100. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think I know who it was. I think it might be this guy right here.
Me?
Did it. No.
Oh.
That message.
Oh, Rosetown?
Yeah. Silver Smoke with the golden coin also. Thanks, brother.
You know what, dude? All right. I'm not mad, Rosetown. Not at all.
Raider Ryan, thanks for being in here, man. Thank you, and thank you for the gifted membership. It's Silver Smoke with another MVP Jules for 250.
Rorschach
God damn, you
coming
guys
in.
are just killing it tonight. This whole show is going to be just this.
You're gonna have so many jewels. You're gonna have a Mr. T starter kit going by next week with all
Starter
the jewels.
kit. I'm going to surpass him at this point.
Yeah.
Silver Smoke with another 30 Jules with the clutch, and Rosetown with the lightning disco, 250. God damn. Yeah, Gulag. Wasted said hi to the Gulags. Dude, I was like, "Are you shitting me? Did somebody really do that?" And I'm like, "Oh my god."
Well, you know how you fix that. Just make him a mod on your channel.
Yeah, right. I couldn't believe they did that. I'm like, "You sons of bitches." But so I mean, those
I
are the
can't
guys
believe I can't believe somebody would do that to that guy, man. He, of all people, man, he's one of the top in this business, man, and one of ours. It's just like,
right?
you slap your own grandma, wouldn't you, Rosetown? Get out of here, grandma.
I can't believe they did that, but it was funny. Well, at the moment it was, and I'm like, oh fuck, man. I'm like, he's never gonna come back now. You know.
Silver Smoke,
with the
another
high five
100.
too.
Nice high
Damn,
five.
guys. I appreciate you. And then the other thing now too is now you got guys that probably didn't help themselves very much on Thursday night, and I got a couple. One's a huge one. Okay, so the first one, you tell me if I'm right or wrong on this one. Malik Benson, you think he kind of hurt himself a little bit on that performance
For a
Thursday
roster
night?
spot?
Not for a roster spot, just didn't help his cause though to, move up on the board, I guess you would say.
No, well, if see, here's the thing is we went into this game and when we heard, oh, Fernando's starting, and I'm thinking, this is interesting. Is he going to start with the ones? Wait, he didn't start with the ones. So that right there ought to tell you that it's not. They weren't doing that because they want him to be the starter day one. Mm-hmm. They were doing that because they were just going to rest the ones. And as far as Malik Benson, the drops that he had, that's coachable stuff, man. It's just a matter of fine. Every good wide receiver that's ever played in the NFL has probably made a couple mistakes like that in a preseason game. Not a big. I mean, it's not a big deal now, but if it continues, then it becomes a big deal. So at this point, cut it off at the knees and fix it.
Yeah. Silver Smoke with the happy poop. Have you had a happy poop lately?
I'm not monetized, so I don't get jewels.
No, well, that's not what I was meaning, but okay. Rorschach with the $4.99 super chat. Rosetown will live in infamy, but here's to the Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee. Fun, glad it wasn't me. Remember, this guy runs on Dunkin'. So.
Yeah. Yeah. But for those of you guys that are in the chat and you don't want to spend your jewels, you can go to my channel because I can't take jewels right now. So, but you can. You go ahead.
Good. No, go ahead.
Nah, I'm good. Good.
You sure?
Yep.
Positive. Okay. Silver Smoke said 2 major drops and he had a few missed blocks on run plays. Yeah, his stock probably just dropped a little bit too, I'm sure. Doesn't mean he's not going to make the team. I still think he makes the 53. But how soon he becomes, a mainstay or a focal point on the passing game, it remains to be seen now.
Well, it's just like a running back. If a running back puts the ball on the ground a couple times, the coach is going to be a little apprehensive to put him back in the game. So with those 2 drops like that, they might be apprehensive.
What's up?
Put him in the game.
I'm just going to say SR. I don't get
it.
Ezra
Viant. Or Ezra Viant.
What he's trying to say is he's not a grifter like 805. What the fuck?
No.
No. What do you think about Caleb Rogers? I don't think he had that great of a game the other night. I thought he would, but I was kind of shocked.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't as clean as it should have been, or what I was expecting. And that just comes down to you have the opportunity to take it. It's in your hands. It's in your clutches. Seize the moment. It's like go above and beyond. The position is to be had. At least that's my opinion. I think because they've already been rotating them both back and forth at the right guard position. One's out with an injury. There's this adage, you shouldn't lose your job because of injury. But if they're willing to take your job because of performance and then you add the injury, then you can't blame it on the injury. You got to blame it on the performance.
Yeah, I mean, he had a perfect opportunity. He had a really...
Exactly.
To really step in, and especially because he wasn't going... Houston's number 1 defense was not out there, okay? So he was going against his second and third stringers while he was out there. So this was a chance for him to really show off and say, hey, we really need to consider this guy in the running as, possibly in the mix of the starting 5. And he definitely didn't help himself. Do you have one that you want to throw out there, or?
The one that I think that might not, when you go back and watch it, the Mafi is... everything that he did good in the 2 or 3 really good plays that he had in Arizona, throw that shit away because what he did the other night was bad. I mean, that was textbook lookout block. Textbook. In fact, I'm sure he even yelled it twice. He had so much time to yell it twice.
Yeah, Silver Smoke. Well, everything that we're streaming to will feed into the chat that we're looking at, so we can see no matter what platform or whose channel they're in, it all comes into our feed. So
yep. If you're on Facebook, TikTok, whichever one we're streaming to, Twitch.
Not TikTok. TikTok won't work. Instagram.
Well, if you were, I just do for my channel is just X or Twitter, whichever one you want to call it, and YouTube. That's it. Daniel Barry's in the house. What's up, Daniel Barry? I think we got a cool Kev sighting too.
You know what? I'll let you take care of the chat then. I'll let you put stuff up.
Oh, now I got to put my hand on the damn mouse on the keyboard over here, huh?
Yep.
Thanks. I thought I was going to have a hands-free night, but nope. The boss comes in and freaking changes everything. You do this, you do that. I bet you did that on the fire truck too, huh? You did this,
Oh,
you
yeah,
did
when
that.
I was the officer in charge. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well.
It's
HDIC, baby. You were the HDIC.
Yep, head dick in charge. Well, you would have been too if you were a detective. Head dick in
Who,
charge.
me?
Yeah.
No. Believe it or not, our detectives did a lot of work.
Yeah, but
We
if you
did.
were a detective and you were, say, the sergeant, you would be the head dick in charge, right? Yeah.
No.
So I honestly think there's one blaring loser out of Thursday night that I think needs to be pretty much cut almost immediately.
Like, they probably shouldn't have got on the plane back to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his name is...
Maybe his visa revoked.
You're getting there. You're getting close.
Yeah. Am I close?
Yeah.
Am I close?
His first name and his nickname is Tokyo.
Oh, jam.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
jam.
Tokyo.
Oh, jam.
Nah.
Yeah. He needs to go.
I do have to give him
really
credit.
does.
All of his misses have been in the same distance past the right upright. They've all been at least 3 feet to the right of the right upright. So he's consistent. Got to
He's
give him that.
consistently bad.
He's accurate. He's very accurate. It's just I don't know. I don't know if they told him that in the NFL you score the points between the goalpost or outside the goalpost.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's little nuances to the game that we.
He says I was worried you were going to say Mendoza. No, I mean it's preseason. The kid's still learning the system and everything. He's going to get used to it. Yeah, he had some bad mistakes. I mean, obviously a pick six for 80 yards in the other direction, but shit like that happens.
Oh, I bet you were jumping up and down. Yeah, I told
No,
you.
not really. Not really. I was in awe that it happened, but then when you started watching it again, it's like, okay.
In all fairness, I saw about 3 or 4 pick sixes this weekend in games. It just happens.
Yeah, there was one in. Oh shit! What game was that? I just saw it too. Was it the Patriots game?
Yeah.
Right?
I
Was
think
that the
that
one
was.
that just had one recently?
See, I
don't
watched
remember
part of
now.
the Buffalo Cleveland game. I watched part of the Rams Saints game.
Yeah.
It was
The only game
yeah,
I
it was
saw
the Saints.
tonight
It was
the
the
last,
Saints
like,
game.
10 minutes of the Patriots game.
Yeah, Rattler threw a pick six. I think everybody on the Rams team scored in that game. It was like 34-0.
Jesus. But I think there was one surprising, and granted, he was going against second, third guys, maybe more third guys. I think there was one guy on the line that I think had some good reps out there on the field Thursday night, and he's been with us for a few years, and he's a big son of a bitch too. I think it's Dalton Wagner. I think Dalton Wagner had some really good blocks. He had some great heads-up style plays. I thought he kind of throws himself into the mix a little bit as far as staying on the 53 or maybe even the practice squad. Whereas earlier I was like, he's probably not going to make the roster this year. He might still be there. If he can get his feet moving faster, that's my biggest problem with him. He's so damn
Just
big,
get him
but
moving.
he moves like Frankenstein, you know? So that's my problem with him is his feet. What's up, Ray, tonight? Do you guys think Kubiak is better play caller than Gruden?
Yep.
I think yeah, probably.
Yep.
I thought he was going to say head coach. I didn't read it all the way through.
Yep. At this moment, right now, he is. At this moment.
No
right
face.
now.
You won't be able to do it on Jason's channel. He's not monetized yet. That's why we're trying to get him up to that point.
Yeah, the only
only
thing you
ones
can
that are
send is
monetized.
a kick to the family jewels on my channel. That's all you can do.
What's up, not a bot? What's going on, man?
Not a bot.
I think I saw Tanner Jack in here too. What's up, Tanner?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tokyo Toe needs to go, man. and I keep saying this, we're not in a position team-wise to where we can work with a project. We're not consistently winning where we can, like, yeah, we got time to work with this kid to maybe turn him into something. No. We can't have coaches wasting our time. We're not even crazy about our own kicker that's going to end up winning the job, and that's Gay. Everybody's already screaming for us to bring in another kicker. And then we're going to work with a project. I'm good. I'm totally good with that.
Which is, I think, going into camp, that was kind of they were going to go with Gay and just nurture the Tokyo Toe as an IPP type guy. Yeah. But in all fairness, and certain person brought this up, is if for some reason we let Laki Tassi go to keep Tokyo Toe as the IPP and Tassi goes somewhere else and plays and actually contributes to the team, doesn't have to be significant, just enough to contribute, make a few plays here and there and be relevant. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this whole moving on from one to get another was probably a stupid idea.
Yeah, I definitely would agree with that. I mean, the difference with Laki Tassi is you already know what you had with him. Mm-hmm. You know, he could go out there and at least contribute to the team in a positive way. You know, Tokyo Toe's not, Matsuzawa's not producing in a positive way at all.
No.
I mean, he can't even kick a PAT. You know, the only hope of him probably getting a PAT is if we get some sort of penalty against the defense and the ball moves up a few more yards, maybe he might make it. But every kick goes wide right. I just don't get it.
And it's just, like I said earlier, if you look at all the misses that he had, they're in the exact same spot. They literally hit in the exact same spot, all three of them.
And I did look to see, we do not have any other players on the team right now that qualify into the IPP.
No.
Like some people would say, well, could he pay? No, because he was
drafted. I think.
Well, he was drafted, but he went to high school in Rhode Island, here in the United States. You know, so he automatically, by going to high school here, you automatically.
Yeah. Which brings me to this point. So Matsuzawa played at Hawaii, right? Mm-hmm. Where did Laki Tassi play college at?
I don't know if he did or not. You'd have to look it up.
See, I thought the IPP was specific to you go out, you get somebody from an international port, bring them in to teach them the game of American football. Do you see what I'm saying? You see the point that I'm trying to get, how they use that? Because I was under the impression that the IPP was specific for just an international player, not we can sign a UDFA from this college here, but since he's not a natural citizen, we'll make him an IPP, you know? That kind of defeats the purpose of why you do that. You know what I mean?
All right. So, he was born in Samoa. They moved to Australia. At age of 12, he started playing rugby. So, he grew up in Brisbane. Then in 2022, a family friend, he said he should try playing American football. Okay, so he entered the NFL Academy in Gold Coast, Queensland in December of 2024.
Yeah.
And in December, he was chosen for the IPP.
Yeah.
So he never did anything in the United States until we brought him in.
And from that academy, yeah. So that's the question I have, because I'm not real familiar with the dynamics of that IPP stuff that they do. But it's like that's what I thought it was for, you know, because I know they have football camps, clinics, whatever you got in different countries, you know, to try and get it's like an outreach setup that they got going on, that allows the team to do that. But to like sign a UDFA that played college football in the United States to the IPP, I don't now see he's not an IPP player yet, but I think he's eligible to be designated that, correct?
Who?
Tokyo Toe. Because I think we're at are we at 91 or are we at 90? That will answer my question. Because if we have 91 on the roster, then yeah, he's already designated IPP, or somebody is. you know.
Let's see. Let me look up his past history. All right. So. All right. He was born in Japan in '99.
Good Lord. We're getting old, Joe.
I know, right?
Well, shit, my son's older than Mendoza.
He played college football for the Hawking Hawks and Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Was signed by the Raiders as an undrafted. So he planned to play soccer in Japan, but failed the required examination. His father, who had played youth American football, sent his son to visit the United States in 2018, where he attended a Monday Night Football Rams-Raiders game.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like he was in Japan for most of his life until, I guess, 2018, maybe? Kind of doesn't... Okay, so he was born in Tokyo, Japan, and attended Makahari Sogo High School in Japan. So he did do his high school time in Japan, but came to the U.S. for college. So, yeah, so he would qualify then as that IPP.
Yeah.
So... No, I know he was. He was really he was rooting for the kid, but I think he's done being happy for him at this point. It's like, yeah, this kid ain't gonna make it. So
Rosetown.
so what we're gonna do is, and I want you, I need you guys to really chime in on all this. Okay, so we're gonna go by position. So remember, the roster cuts come up within a little over a week from now. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So the cuts are gonna happen after our show next Saturday night. So this is like one of our chances to really kind of hammer home who we and you guys as the chat think should make the 53. Okay. Now this is going to be a different thing than what Nate and I did a few months ago at Raider Nation Jason. This is just going to be going through the list by position, and out of those, how many do you think we're going to carry, and which ones are going to make the cut? Now, I've got the full list in front of me. If any of you guys have the list yourselves and you want to follow along, I want to hear from you guys in the chat where you think we land with these. Okay, so some will probably be a surprise.
Real quick on this, are we going to blow through this and then open the phone lines up so people
We can open
get
the
in?
phone lines now.
Well, listen, okay.
If you want.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. So we've already got a couple of phone calls missed from the same number. So, all right, phone lines are open. So number's right here at the bottom, 401-830-9189. Just remember, Jason and I can both hear you, but only I will be able to talk back to you. You will not be able to hear Jason.
And this should be the last night that this happens.
Yeah. We didn't really get a good chance to test it yesterday or even today. But definitely we are. What did he say? We want Jeff to be the first Raider fan to sport a K jersey. Absolutely not.
Oh my God.
No. So phone lines are open, but let's.
That would
going through the
suck
list.
if
We'll
that'd be
start
the
with
top selling
quarterbacks.
jersey.
Oh my God! It would be if he was in San Francisco.
No, well, see here's the thing, and I'm glad you said that because they don't need to put that name on the back of the jersey because it's already in the little letters that say 49 ERS on the
49ers.
front. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's plenty good. They don't have to add anything to their jersey.
All right, so we're going to start with the quarterback. So obviously we have Kirk Cousins, Aidan O'Connell, Fernando Mendoza, and Jacob Clark. So Mendoza and Clark are the two rookies. So my first question is, how many quarterbacks do you think we keep? So I want to ask you that, Jason, and I want the chat to answer this. Do we keep 2 or do we keep 3? So, Jason, what's your take? How many do you think we keep?
Give me about 10 seconds. Let's see if the chat can catch up to before we start diving into it. Come on, guys. You guys know better. Let's rock.
I would not use gay. I would just add guy on the back.
Number 8 guy. Yeah, that would be
If
perfect.
I'm buying a punter's jersey, I would get Leckler, AJ Cole, or Ray Guy.
Or Jeff Jager.
Nah, I still would take any one of those. Yeah.
I'd take Jeff Jager. I liked him.
Oh, Furpo's in the house. Oh, we gotta do.
I saw Furpo.
We gotta pay homage to Furpo. I didn't see him pop
Better
in.
hurry up. He's got to go back to.
Raiders.
Yep.
All right, so some people are answering it.
Yeah. Ain't not a bot. Let's see who we got talking about this. Not a bot.
Later, James
Yep.
Furpo. Thanks for popping in, brother. Tokyo says 3.
I think Rosetown's got an outsider that might come in. Yeah. I knew what he was saying. I wanted to let everybody else read it before I commented. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So, I think, and this is my opinion, is they were already set on 3 quarterbacks going into training camp. And if you look at how the entire Kirk Cousins deal, contract, all that good stuff is put in place, it just smells that they're going to keep 3 quarterbacks this year. And in hope that AOC can fulfill that position of backup quarterback. Because, and if Joe from Florida is listening, is if he proves under the Kubiak regime that he's worthy, I wouldn't doubt or I wouldn't be mad if they tried to make him the highest paid backup quarterback, which isn't a whole lot of money, right? But it guarantees you that backup quarterback. Now he's probably got people in his ear telling him, you know, that he could be a starting quarterback in this league. And I saw some of our own Raider Nation people. It's like, really? You think you really think he's the best quarterback we've got in our room, in the building? I mean, okay, that's your opinion, but so, I mean.
So Tokyo says 3. We don't need to get rid of AOC when Kirk will be gone. And that's my feeling, too. I say 3 myself, so you're saying 3.
Yep.
Not a bot says 3.
Yep.
What's up, Axe? Called Coach Janikowski to fix our kickers, right? Let's see. Bill, what's up, Bill M? Welcome in, man. 3 QBs.
What's up,
for
Bill?
Sure. Rorschach says, so the majority is saying 3. I haven't seen anybody say anything different, to be honest with you.
No, kind of in that same ballpark. I mean, it's the Rams are going to keep 3. There's a lot of teams that keep 3. It's just all how, which position you're willing to sacrifice to have that third quarterback.
I think in our case it makes sense to keep 3 only because Mendoza's a rookie. You don't. You still don't know how he's going to be. But if Kirk goes down, are you going to automatically trust Mendoza to go out there, or are you going to give AOC a chance, the reins for a little bit until you're really more comfortable with Mendoza coming in and taking over completely?
If the coaches, that's up to the coaches to decide at that point. It really doesn't, if they decide that I can tell you this. If, let's say, Cousins goes down with an injury, and it's a 1 or 2 game injury, I would be more inclined to play AOC those 1 or 2 games than Mendoza. Okay? Because Kirk is going to come back, right? Let's say it's a moderate sprained ankle, one that, 10 to 12 days he could be healed up and be capable of playing on it, right? Just a moderate one, not a severe or high ankle sprain. Just a moderate, but it's just enough because at his age, and I know when you're 38 years old, that shit doesn't heal as fast as you did when you were 19. So I can see, I think keeping the 3 quarterbacks, if that was to be the case, I would elevate AOC to the number 1 spot to play those 2 games. And the only reason why I say that is because once you turn around and hand Fernando the ball to go in, that's it. We're not looking back. You can't. Because you're not going to do that kid any good to put him in for 1 or 2 games and then pull him back out. You're going to yo-yo on a young guy like that. Either if you're going to sit him to learn, sit him to learn. If you're going to throw him in the fire, throw him in the fire. But just stand pat. Don't do both. Because in all essence, when we talk about this, well, we're going to waste a year of development with him and da-da-da. Bryce Young wasted a whole freaking year of development because they did that. They yo-yoed him. They put him in, they took him out. They put him in, they took him out. And it really, in all honesty, that it cost him a year. It wasn't until last year that, his 3rd year, that it was like, okay, now you can see this kid's actually a pretty legit quarterback.
Yeah.
And he played very well last year for Carolina. So that you can't yo-yo a young quarterback like that, unless for some reason you hand him the ball and then all of a sudden he's struggling and you think, okay, what he's struggling with, maybe we could take a step back with him and just refine that a little bit to get him over the hump. But until then, either A, he starts week 1 and you just roll with the punches of who he is, or you do what you said you were going to do. You're going to develop him step by step by step.
Stop jumping ahead, Rosetown. Johnny, jump ahead. All right, so we're pretty solid on the quarterbacks then. So we would go into the season and think with Cousins, O'Connell, and Fernando. Mm-hmm. All right. So now we're going to cover the running backs. So we have Ashton Genty, Mike Washington Jr., Dylan Larbe, Dare Ogobowale, Roman Hemby, and Connor Haywood. Connor Haywood automatically makes it because he's the fullback, so he's in. All right.
Which is going to, when we get to one of the other positions, I'll explain it.
Yeah. Ashton Genty, we know he's in. Mike Washington's in. So now, has Dylan Larbe done enough to take one of those final spots? But then again, how many actual running backs, not fullbacks, running backs, do you think we go with? Do we go with 3? Do we go with 4? Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to...
Connor Haywood
I'm not going to count
under that, but I'm not going to count him.
I'm not going to count him, but three true running backs plus him.
Yeah.
So, which in a lot of teams, when they do go with the fullback like that, they do typically go with just 3 running backs. I've even seen some just run with 2 on a 53 or on the 46. So they'll have the 3rd back on the 53-man roster, but he'll be a game day decision of whether he's active or not.
Okay.
That I've seen it. I'm not saying it's a good practice or bad practice, but I've seen some teams do that.
Well, so I guess the question then is, so Genty and Washington automatically they're in. Washington's done way more than needs to be proven.
He's 1B.
Yeah, exactly.
He's one, and we talked about this after the draft, and it pissed off
him.
Yeah, and it pissed a lot of people off. They're like, "What are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking." Well, you've seen it, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
now we ain't going back. You've seen it. You saw what we were trying to tell you, that there is am I saying he's a starter? No, that's not what I'm saying. But being the 1B running back, and it happened. If you go back to the Darren McFadden, Michael Bush scenario, there was times Michael Bush was the hot hand, and Darren McFadden stayed on the sideline because Michael Bush was clicking off yards. That does happen. And Kubiak's one of those guys. He just did it with the 2 running backs that he had. Whoever was clicking off the big yards, they're staying in until further notice. Mm-hmm. So that's just the way it's going to be, guys. It's like, how can you get mad about a guy ripping off a 33-yard run and 3 plays later scream at the TV saying, put Genty in. Yeah,
exactly.
The grass ain't even calmed down yet. The grass is still burning from when he ran up the sideline for 30 yards. Let him keep cooking, until he gets stuffed a few times or makes a couple mistakes or puts the ball on the ground. Until further notice, he's in.
All right. So like I said, Genty and Washington are in. So now, who out of the remaining three? That's Lobby, Ogabawale, and Hemby. Out of those three, who's the third guy, and is there a fourth one? What's up, Pigs? I see you, brother. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Well, I see Roman Hemby. He's a UDFA. I see him. He's probably going to get cut and then brought back practice squad once he clears. That just depends.
Pretty good last night.
Everybody looked good in that game. Everybody. I mean,
Still,
I'll be quite honest with you. I haven't looked at the stats, but I could tell you everybody probably was right at that 4-yard range. If you add everybody up, I'm just saying that it just seemed like last night or Thursday night was indicative of what our run game is supposed to be like going into the season. It's, one cut downhill, get yards, make a profit, keep making a profit, even if it's $5-10 at a time. Just keep making a profit, and then boom.
Well, I'll hit you with the stats right now. I'm looking right at them. So Mike Washington was 9 carries, 56 yards with a 6.2 average carry.
Mm-hmm.
Lobby was 6 for 37 with a 6.2 average.
Mm-hmm.
Ogabawale was a 4 carries, 35 yards, and an 8.8 average.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hemby was 6 for 27 with a 4.5. Right?
There you go.
So, and let's look at the long runs on this. So, out of those 56 yards for Mike Washington, 33 came on one run, and he had 9 carries. Lobby had 37 yards. His longest was 13, and he had 6 carries. Ogabawale had 4 carries, 35 yards, and his longest run was 19.
So he stayed, other than the 19, he stayed at a high average on those other 3 carries.
Exactly, and that's what I mean. So that's why I say I think he had a little, and he had a touchdown too. Him and Lobby had the 2 touchdowns along with O'Connell.
Yep.
That's why I said I think he showed that he's got something. He finished above Hemby. Hemby had his longest run was 9 yards. He had a 4.5 average, 6 carries, 27 yards. So I just don't know. So do we say Lobby is the third guy, and then who do we think about as possibly the fourth? I think Hemby might be odd man out here.
Yeah, Hemby and Ogabawale. Here's a good thing about Ogabawale. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Please bear with me. Is he can also kick field goals.
Ogunbowale.
Ogunbowale.
Yeah, he can kick field goals.
He can kick field goals. So that's a plus right there. Right? Yeah. So that's a special teams plus right there. So we already know he can kick field goals. So, I'll be quite honest with you. I watched Roman Hemby at Indiana last year, and I don't even think Black was just that much better than him. There, he wasn't a slouch at Indiana by all means, but with us so far, what I've seen is a guy he's still got a lot of upside to him, but I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't make the original 53, and then gets brought back on the practice squad.
Who?
Hemby.
Okay, so all right, I'm going to put an X next to him. So we're saying Lobby and Ogabawale both make it, you think?
Nah, and I'm going to tip my cap to Ogabawale because he's already got known carries in the NFL. He was an RB3 in Houston, so he's already got known carries.
He's been on the team for a few years, too, so...
Yeah, I think Lobby makes the 53, period, the end. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He is RB 2.8.
I see you, Arnie. What's up, my guy? Yeah, and I agree with not about it. Lobby's pretty much going to be a lock because of special team play. I will say, Lobby's look good in the 2 games.
He has.
He
hopefully
looks quick. I will say that he's a quick little son of a bitch.
Yeah. They give him 3 or 4 carries in a regular season game, and he does something with it. It's just like, okay, that's what we've been waiting for. That's what we've been waiting for. And it all goes back to, God, I texted you about this last night about a certain, it just befuddled me when I heard this. Is Who's Rick Dennison? I never heard of him before, and I don't think he's that good an offensive line coach. I heard that, and I go, where you been? Check your prescriptions and quit smoking dope. That was my answer. And then my follow-up was, maybe you should do your research, and when you start talking about the all-time greatest offensive line coaches in the history of the NFL, he's probably going to be in the top 10. And proof is in the pudding. Proof is in the pudding with him.
Yep. And Tanner Jack's right, as long as he doesn't fumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I have written down too, not about. Those are the ones Hemby gets cut, I think. Not even like on the practice squad. I think he's just going outright. I don't think he's done enough. I haven't seen enough of him. Well, not that I haven't seen enough of him. I just haven't seen him do enough, I should say, with the chances he's gotten.
Hemby?
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. He got more run in this game than he did the previous game. And it was good, but everybody was doing good. Our run block was head and shoulders better than what I thought it was going to be of everything that was coming out of camp or out of that practice. Mm-hmm. The joint practice with Houston. It was a lot better, and then on the flip side, minus that first drive, they locked it down. They actually did very, very well the rest of the game. Let's face it, we gave them 14 points in the first 10, 12 minutes of the game, right? That's usually a recipe for disaster for a game. But true to fold, they stayed with it and proceeded to do what they needed to do. Yeah, it was 20-3 at halftime, but they had 20 points at halftime. How many points did they have to end the game? You know, and so, yeah, 2s, 3s, we do all this, 2, 3s, and yeah, pretty much most of the guys in the third and fourth quarter aren't going to be on the team. I get it, but that goes to show you because they're being coached by the same guys. So it wasn't like anything extraordinary, except for the second coming of Joe Montana leading the team 97 yards in 90 seconds for a touchdown, and then dove in for the touchdown. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, no, I was listening. I just had to shut the fan on. It was a little too chilly in here now. It's either that or turn my heater on. Arnie has a question. What would you do to repair our rush defense?
Nah.
Bring in new guys? Should have traded Vavita Vea. Should have drafted McDonald from Texas Tech when we had the chance instead of trading a pick to fucking Houston. Pricks.
Nah.
What's up, GC to Raider? He says if he was good, they wouldn't have brought in Ogunbowale. He's not wrong there either, to be honest.
That's a good point right there. G City is there. Not only did they bring him in, but they were trying out other running backs as well, and that's the smoke signal that you're looking for. Is there's, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So because there's that running back room needs depth, and I know they brought that Brown kid in for the wide receiver, but it's our first level wide receivers. It's not our second level wide receivers. It's our first level wide receivers that's going to be of concern, not our second level.
All right, so let's move on to wide receivers now then.
Mm-hmm.
So now here's where this gets tough because there's a lot. So wide receivers, we got Trey Tucker, Shedrick Jackson, Jalen Naylor, Dante Thornton, Philip Dorsett II, Jack Betch, Malik Benson, Noah Brown, Brandon Johnson, Devin Tompkins, Chase Roberts, E.J. Williams, and Derek Young. So my question is, how many receivers do you think we're keeping? And who's your last wide receiver in and your first out?
Well,
Like, who do you
I'm
think's
looking at the
first
depth
one
chart
to go?
first off. The preliminary depth chart that came out, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, that everybody had nice long discussions with. I noticed a new guy is already elevated over a veteran, Mr. try and catch the ball with your face mask himself. Is already elevated over him. I think, well, Malik Benson is a lock. Even for a 6th-round pick, what he's done. I'm not going to take the 2 drops in a preseason game being an issue, because the types of drops that he had were just little slights that caused that. This is like just turned up field just a little too soon, got a little too anxious, and that's coach. You can coach that out of him. You can rep and coach that out of him. You know what I mean? So I'm not even gonna. Everything else that you've seen about Malik Benson, he's elevated himself, and he's put him in the conversation with the first 3. And the first 3 that I'm looking at as our tier 1 are Tucker, Naylor, and Betch as our tier 1.
Well, the question is, who's your first wide receiver to make the 53? Like, who are you picking as the number 1, like our leading receiver, not necessarily the number 1 guy out there, but
Okay.
So who's your first guy you're saying he's we're not cutting him?
God, it's crazy, man.
When you look at this list of guys, it's like, wow.
If we had 3 solid, or let's say 2 standouts and our wide receiver 3 was just a Joe Blow that can get you some fantasy points if you need them, I would be okay with whoever they cut at that point. But at this point, it's almost like whoever we keep is going to have to contribute. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at, be quite honest with you, what I've seen with Cedric Jackson in the last 2 years, he didn't have a very good game the other night, by any means. But Noah Brown was solid. Chase Roberts, I like Chase Roberts. I would like to see him. Yeah.
Why would you say Noah Brown was solid?
I'm
just curious.
Maybe looking back on it, I don't think he was a detriment to us. I have to go back and watch the tape a little bit more, watch it a little bit more with him, because I really didn't focus on him, but he did kind of pop on a couple plays. I know some people were like, "Hey, who's that number 33 running back?" Well, he just got stuck with number 33 as a wide receiver when he came in. So,
there's a reason I'm asking. That's why I'm curious.
There wasn't nothing extraordinary about his play, but it was solid. Philip Dorsett, to me, just seemed like a liability out there. He really did. And he's a veteran, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
But most of what we did in the second half was a lot of running backs, thrown to the running backs. And I believe he caught a couple passes, if I'm not mistaken.
Who, Noah?
Noah Brown, yeah. He caught one.
On one, he only was targeted once.
Yeah.
So Noah Brown was 1 for 11 and 1 target.
Nah.
Philip Dorsett had 2 catches for 19 yards. His longest was a 10-yarder, and he had 4 targets, so 2 were incomplete. And this is Benson had 5 targets, but only 1 catch for 18 yards. Yes, it was an 18-yard first down catch, but again, he had 4 drops or 4 missed passes. Most of it.
He had 2 drops.
Yeah.
He had 2 drops. But the thing with Malik, though, is he's had, of all his bad days, that was the worst time to have his bad day when the lights are on ESPN.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you got to take it with a grain of salt. 6th-round rookie, a lot of promise, and be quite honest with you, what he's done so far, I think he's solidified himself to be on the 53-man roster. Unless for some reason in the next week and a half he just goes, I don't see him getting cut. I think I see him being the 4th or 5th wide receiver on the roster.
Okay.
But there is one guy on that we haven't talked about.
Go for it.
Do you want to go? You know where I'm going with this. That's on the roster. That I think is going to get cut.
Guy. As a wide receiver?
Mm-hmm. We talked about it even during OTAs.
We're talking Thornton, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so too.
I
Someone
think
already
he's
said in
getting
the
cut.
chat first out was him, and I think so
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, Brown has an alright NFL resume. I see Trey as wide receiver 1, but Naylor could be that guy. We shall see. So who's your first in then? You're going with the first guy that makes the wide receiver room is.
You know, the designees and you want to designate them from top to bottom.
Yeah, just start with like who would be the first receiver you would say, okay, you're in on the wide receiver. You're our guy right now. So you're the first guy that's making the cut out of the 53. So who's the
The
first?
first
wide
guy
receiver
making the cut.
Yep. That might happen too, Pigs. To be honest with you,
2 previous draft picks.
throw him in the IR.
Well, I don't think Jack Best is going to get cut.
No.
I don't think he's going to get cut.
I think he does. To be honest with you, I think Thornton's gone.
I think so. I think it's. I think I don't. You know, and
So, like,
some of
Trey
these
Tucker
cuts.
does- Go ahead.
I think Trey Tucker is going to be. It's going to be Naylor, Tucker, and Betch are going to be our starting 3.
And that's kind of what I thought too.
Yeah,
But like,
they're going to
if
be
we're
our
looking
starting
at
3.
if you're sitting all the guys, all the wide receivers are in front of you, and the first guy you're picking your wide receiver room, first guy you're picking. If it's me, I'm Tucker. You're in. You're on. You made the 53. Get over here. You know, and then I got to make a second one. Naylor, you're in. So we're going Tucker. We're going Naylor. Betch, you've done enough so far, I think. Although you were kind of, did he even play Thursday night?
He did. He did. He played. He got some. He didn't get any targets, but he played.
I just think granted, I know it was one preseason game, but we saw him with what he could do last year, I thought, for the limited time he got out there on a real bad team. So I would give Betch the benefit of the doubt. He makes this. So there's 3 right there. So now who's the next guy? You know, again, we got Shedrick Jackson. Brandon Johnson had a decent game Thursday night. Thornton, I think we all pretty much, chat included, agrees that Thornton's getting cut, or like Pig said, maybe on the IR. I got him as the first out. I got him as one of the first ones not making the solid 53 wide receiver room.
Nah.
So again, the guys that are left are, first of all, how many are we going to keep?
What's the standard? 6, 5?
5 or 6, maybe?
Yeah.
And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 13
Which-
on here right now.
Which, if you want, let's kind of morph this into the tight end room a little bit.
Do we have to?
Well,
Why would you
I
do
mentioned
that?
this last year. Is sometimes you can set your wide receiver roster up based on the fact that Brock Bowers can split out in certain packages and still have Michael Mayer and Ian Thomas on the field. You know, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So you kind of, in a roundabout way, you don't have to be locked in on a. I mean, I would still keep 5 wide receivers on the, but when it in certain games and certain situations, you know, you suit 4 wide receivers because we're going to utilize Brock Bowers more of in the spread formation and use Michael and Ian Thomas as the inline tight ends. Which also takes us to the fullback of Connor Hayward, who could also play tight end. So there's a lot of Swiss Army knifing going on. Excuse me, with this scenario.
Yeah. But if we're looking strictly at wide receivers, who else are we keeping other than those 4? Benson, Betch, Naylor, and Tucker. We got to keep at least a couple more. I mean, I'm in the feeling of the 5 to 6 range.
You know what I'm feeling?
And that's mainly because of the other tight ends, like you just said, and Connor Hayward there, too.
I think we keep Noah Brown with Benson and the other 3.
Okay.
And then we
So
hit the
Noah
waiver
Brown.
wire hard.
All right, so we're cutting Shedrick Jackson. He's gone. Philip Dorsett's gone. Brandon Johnson's gone. Tompkins is gone. Roberts is gone. E.J. Williams and Derek Young. So our wide receivers would be Trey Tucker, Jalen Naylor, Jack Batch, Malik Benson, and Noah Brown.
And on cut day, I think that's where I'm kind of leaning that way. And then thinking that maybe, just maybe, they're doing it with the perspective of, we're going to go out and hit the waiver wire real hard.
Yeah.
And get a couple wide receivers to come in off the waiver wire. Or the cuts, the camp cuts.
Yeah.
And see if we can't bring them in and work them out. So this is where, what's his name? Our pro player personal guy. This is where he's got to earn his money right here, right now. So, and, if for some reason a team is willing to part ways with one of their, that's got a loaded wide receiver room and they've got their fourth or fifth guy on the roster, it could be a number 2 on our roster, then maybe take a stab at a very late round pick, like a 6th or 7th, or maybe, a pick swap at the back end of the draft. Give us that guy and we'll swap you or whatever, a 6th for a 7th or something like that. We'll give you our 6th and we'll take your 7th, something to that effect. Just something where it all jives together and it's good for both teams.
All right, so we've got 5 right now. And JP Raider says I think we keep 5. So let's just add. Let me ask you this then. So out of the ones that we're gonna cut, who would you think would be the first one we would not, like, we would say bring back to if we wanted to go with 6? Why did Booty get cut for the Patriots? Who got hurt tonight for the Patriots? I saw a thing.
I saw somebody got hurt.
I didn't see who it was.
Yeah. No, I think what these guys are bringing up is there's a lot of trade speculation with Butte.
There's always trade speculation with us and wide receivers out there because
not so much. There's other teams. There's other teams that are interested as well.
Yeah, I know that, but our team name is always thrown in there because of obviously the situation we're in. But it seems like every time a player becomes possibly available for a trade, it's like, you could be a perfect fit for the Raiders.
Yeah, well, we're notorious for going out and doing stupid shit.
So
like
would
that.
you
That's
agree
why.
with Alec? If we were to bring one of these guys back that we cut to bring it to 6, do you think it would be Derek Young?
That's a good question. That's a good
Or would
question.
it be-
Maybe it's either
would
Derek
it
Young
be
or Cedric
Jackson?
Jackson.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So little dashes next to him. Yeah. So just so you know, so between quarterbacks, running backs, and wide receivers, we're at 13 out of 53 right now. Okay. All right. So now let's go to the tight ends. So tight ends, we have Brock Bowers, obviously, Michael Mayer. They're both on the roster. They're both making it.
Yep.
Ian Thomas, I think Ian Thomas makes it.
Yeah, I do too.
Then you got Carter Runyon, and then you got Albert O, you got Chris Mayock, and you got Patrick Gerd. So those are the other 4. Then we got 4. We got what, 4?
But they also got Gerd at tight end or at fullback too.
True.
So,
But I don't think we're gonna have. I can't.
we're keeping 3. That's it.
Yeah, I think so too. So we're gonna say Carter Runyon's
That's
gone.
an easy one. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So there's 3 there. So we're at 16 right now. So 16 on offense for right now. All right, offensive line. Yeah, so not a box says young also. All right, now these are not broken down by position, okay? It's just the full list of offensive linemen. So I'm going to circle them as I go. That's who's staying on the roster. Colton Miller, he's in. Tyler Linderbaum, he's in. JPJ, as of right now, he's in. DJ Glaze, he's in. Burford, he's in. So those are the 5 that they've been touting as our starters, okay? So I did just pencil in JPJ for now. We will talk about that. So Charles Grant, he stays?
Charles Grant stays. Caleb Rogers stays. Trazen stays.
Okay. So Jordan Meredith, are we cutting him?
I'm not saying it. I plead the fifth. I'm pulling a Fauci. I'm pleading the
What's the
fifth.
chat think? Jordan Meredith. And what does the chat think minus 805? I know what he's going to
Hey,
do.
you know what? He's got his pen and paper out, and he's taking names and numbers and chewing. He's gonna chew gum and kick gas, and he's starting to run out of bubble gum. So you guys better make it right.
So what do you guys think? Cut? All right. Alex says cut him. Not a bot. Said,
Dang.
Zune is a lock. Is on. 805. See, I told you. 805 when I don't even see that. Meredith backup god. All right. So let's skip Meredith for now. Antonio Maffi.
After what I saw Thursday night, yeah, he gone.
He's gone. All right. So we're gonna cut him.
Although he did really good in the blocking and run blocking. I won't say real good, but he was solid in the run block. But that the lookout block in and of itself was just like, oh crap, we cannot have that shit at all. Whether preseason, regular season, or even if the guys are playing Madden on a game console, you can't have that shit
No.
at all.
Braden Daniels.
Braden Daniels.
Right now, he's third string left guard. He's behind Antonio
he gone.
Maffi.
No, he's gone.
Well, so we're getting rid of Maffi and Daniels. So
Well,
have no
we keep
backup?
nine. We keep 9 linemen, correct?
I would hope so.
Yeah. So if we were keeping 9 linemen, I'm just going to keep it simple. Colt Miller, Spencer Burford, Tyler Linderbaum, JPJ, DJ Glaze, and then Charles Grant, Caleb Rogers, Jordan Murray, and Trey Zune.
All right. So Isaiah Jada gone.
Yep.
Kamar Missouri gone.
Yep.
Nicholas Henning gone.
Gone.
Will Putnam.
Gone.
Dalton Wagner.
Gone.
Really? Not even practice squad?
Dude, you saw him. He was playing. He missed a block and got a sack, and then turned around and played defensive line, and it screwed everything up.
All right, so Meredith makes it. All right, 805.
That's
you're
our-
happy.
that's our
Jason
joke,
put
Chet.
Meredith in there. Yeah.
And,
Wagner, I think so too, GC Raider. I really G City. I think so too. Wagner's hung on for so long. It's like this guy.
We might bring
I
him
think
back
Wagner
practice
goes to the
squad.
practice squad. I think that's exactly where he goes.
Yeah, he goes to
We're
the
gonna put
practice
it
squad.
next up. All right, so we have Colt Miller, DJ Glaze, Grant, Buford, Linderbaum, JPJ, Meredith, Caleb Rogers, and Zune. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 9 here. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's the offensive line. I think most of the chat agreed with us too, except for on Meredith.
They just
805
agreed with
wants
you.
him wants him to stop, but everybody wants to cut Meredith.
Who, Meredith?
Yeah. That would
No,
be one of the
I-
reasons I would cut him, to be honest with you, is the salary.
What's that?
The
That's
salary.
yeah, but you know what? If that's the reason why you're cutting him, you're cutting your nose off to spite your face because he's a very solid veteran. Okay, I still think the center position is not his position. I don't.
And that's what they have him as the backup.
Yeah,
Linderbaum.
that's what they have him as a backup center, and that's what they've been playing him in the preseason as a center. And it's like, you know, if you just move him to guard and let Trey Zune be the backup center,
Yeah, that's what
and
I was
work
thinking,
him
too.
at backup
Let
center.
him get some time in that.
yeah. But I think they're trying to develop Zune as a tackle. You know, so in essence, you got Charles Grant and Trey Zune both as your quote unquote tackles, right? And I think Trey Zune would be more of a swing than Charles Grant. I think you just leave Charles Grant right behind Colton Miller. You keep sucking up all that energy from Colton Miller, and one day, my friend, it could happen. But you're gonna have to do a little bit better what you've been doing.
All right, so here's the thing. So right now, offense is done. Okay? We've kept 25 players.
Okay.
Okay? That's not including the practice squad guys.
Okay.
All right, I've just put little asterisks next to those guys. So we're at 25 offensive only players. Right. So now we're going to switch over to defense, and we're going to start.
Can we do
with the
this real
defense.
quick? Can we just lock in the special teams real quick and just get that over with? And that'll make us
Okay.
28. And so now we got 27 bodies to
Let me
play with
switch.
going
Okay.
forward.
So obviously
So-
AJ Cole's in, Matt Gay's in, Metzazawa, we're going to kick him. Long snapper, we go with Dzansky or Alex Ward?
Alex Ward.
Ward.
So Gay, Ward, and Cole. Boom. Those three. Done.
Yep. So there's 3 on special teams.
And if you notice, there's a certain guy that's listed as the second punt returner. I don't know if you noticed. I'm looking at the ESPN side of it.
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have it listed that way because whoever makes the 53, they're going to be. Some of them are going to be on special teams anyway.
Last name McCoy.
Oh, they got him listed on there. That's right.
As the second punt returner.
Right now.
Well, that dude with the ball in his hand, he's pretty electric. He is pretty electric. He's one of those guys that he can crack. If he cracks a seam on a punt return, he gone.
All right, don't forget, folks, phone lines are open, 401-830-9189.
And nobody's
so if you guys
calling.
want to call and talk, by all means, go for it. The lines are open.
It's free of
all right.
charge. Doesn't cost any. Doesn't cost you minutes on your phone. So just dial the number, call in. We'll talk to you, or Jeff will talk to you.
I'm not talking to nobody.
Yeah, you are.
All right, so defensive tackles. I'm going to run through the list. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 9 defensive tackles. So we've got Adam Butler, Thomas Booker, Brandon Cleveland, Fado Kasi, the guy we just brought in, Tonka Hemingway, Jonah Lowy, Trevor Maye, Pegues, and Gary Smith III. So obviously Butler's here, so we'll pencil him in. Tonka was listed as the initial starter, so we'll put him in there. Thomas Booker. You should 805. I should call while Jason can't respond.
I could still unplug the phone.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
Oh yeah, you can.
I just take it off the. I take it off the stage. Bye.
Yeah, sure. But I'd still hear him.
And then you guys can go talk and do whatever. Yeah, whatever you two do on the phone. I am not digging into your guys' personal relationship by any means, but if that's how you feel about each other, I'm all for it.
You're nasty. All right, so Thomas Booker. In.
Shit.
Alex says Booker stays.
Yeah, I think he does. Whether or not he's the starter, that's a different story.
Okay. Let's skip down to J.J. Pegues.
So if we go 3-4, we're running 6 defensive tackles instead of 7. Okay. Yeah, so here's the deal. Here's my 6. I'm looking at it right now. Cleveland, our 6th-round pick. Is he 6th or 7th round pick? Either way, he was a real late pick. Those guys get cut all the time. Fadu Kasi showed me something the other day. He got a little bit of a motor to him. He's not extreme. He's not going to be the next All Pro or the second coming of Vince Wilfork. That's not what I'm saying. But he was stopping the run pretty good. I was impressed. At least on a couple reps. So I'm going to put him ahead of Brandon Cleveland. Same with J.J. Pegues. J.J. Pegues has got some good preseason tape out there.
You're confusing me.
So
who are you keeping? We've got Butler, Booker, Hemingway. Who's the other 3?
Fadu Kasi, Pegues, and Lalu.
Cleveland's going, you think?
Yeah, I think he's got a
Practice
bubble around
squad?
him. Yeah.
I'll put a question mark. All right, so where... let me cross these other guys off of here.
He got competition. Let's just put it that way. He's got competition.
All right, so... Trevor Maye's gone. Gary Smith gone. Cleveland
Harvey's
possibly.
gone. Oh,
prac-
no, that's
He's listed on the ends.
yeah.
All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 6. So there's 6 defensive tackles.
Yeah.
Old Butler will be a 53. All right, so that takes care of that.
C805. I kept Butler on my team.
Against his
We're
better
still
judgment.
good. It hurt. It pained me to say that, but I like
I
Adam
can see
Butler.
the
Really.
tears from here.
I just like to give him a little razz every now and then.
All right, defensive ends and edge. So we've got Crosby, Kuntz, Kwity Paye, Crawford, Patrick Johnson, Jafari Harvey, and Cian Sloan. So Max gets cut.
Yep. Kobe Dean gets cut.
No, we're just doing defensive ends and edges.
Oh, we're just doing
Yeah,
defensive
just the
end.
names I listed.
See, I'm looking at a 3-4 scale, not a 4-3.
I'm just looking at who's listed as an end and who's listed as an edge.
Yeah, so
all.
on mine that I'm looking at is left defensive end is Booker, Cleveland, Fadukasi. Right defensive end is Lalu, Hemingway, Mai. And then weak side linebacker is Max Crosby, Malcolm Kuntz, Harvey, Johnson. And then strong side linebackers, Kwity Paye, Crawford, Jackson, and Cian Sloan. And we'll get to that. We'll get to the Cian Sloan part.
He says Cleveland gone.
Yeah.
I put him as a question mark practice squad for now.
Yeah.
All right, so we're keeping Max, obviously. Kuntz we're keeping. Kwity Paye, no doubt. So Crawford, third-round pick. I don't see us letting him go right now. So that's 4 guys right there. So what do we do with Johnson, Harvey, and Sloan? Come on, chat. We want to hear from you guys in there.
Johnson, Harvey, and Harvey's gone.
Jafari Harvey. He's gone, you think?
Yeah, excuse you. Did you burp?
No.
Johnson, I'm keeping Johnson and Sloan. There's
Practice
so much
squad,
upside.
or do you take a chance of putting either one of them on it?
Oh, I do. I would not. That's just it, man. Do you really do that? You know, I don't.
Personally, I don't, if we put
Sloan
I
has so
think
much
he's gone.
upside to him. It ain't even funny.
He looks like a rookie version of Max out there. Some kid.
He literally just needs his man body. With what I've seen so far,
Right, I'm gonna keep him.
Oh yeah, he not going nowhere.
Patrick Johnson practice squad. You think
That's another one that
we're gonna run with 6 ends or edge rushes?
We're running a 3-4, so they're technically weak side, strong side linebackers. So my starters would be Max Crosby and Kwity Paye, and then Malcolm Kuntz and Kieran Crawford.
All right, let's do this. Let's keep it at 5 right now.
Okay.
With a practice squad question mark, not Mac, next to Patrick Johnson, because we still got to make sure we stay under the 50 at 53 and don't.
Yeah.
go
So
over.
leave
They have to
a
move
question
somebody.
mark on Patrick Johnson. That's where I would keep it, and I haven't seen the chat, so I've had the chat coming in
Nobody's
here.
saying anything.
No, well, I've missed a lot. Yeah.
So now we move on. So that's 5 defensive ends / edge rushes. So now we go to the actual linebackers. 2 right off the bat that there's no question. Walker and Dean. So they
Walker
make
and
it.
Dean.
So that leaves us Eichenberg, Buddy Johnson, Cody Lindenberg, McGrone, Alubi, and Xavier Sorey. I think the Bergs both make it.
Well, Lindenberg will make it. Lindenberg showed me enough to keep his spot.
Okay, so I got him.
Not the greatest. He's been hammered down by a guard a few times on run plays, and missed a couple. Well, Yeah, but but he still has enough material in him to work with. Lindenberg, Eichenberg, I think we've gotten everything we can out of him. I don't think it's going to get any better. That's why I think I haven't really seen Sorry flash much, but you
Do
know,
we think
it's
Eichenberg gets cut, and it's possibly Sloan that maybe moves into?
yeah, but see, Sloan's an outside linebacker, not inside. We're talking inside
Right.
linebackers.
But either way, you're saying Eichenberg. I know Alex says Eichenberg gets cut.
Dean Walker. Let's put a question mark on Tommy Eichenberg. Lindenberg makes it. Eichenberg will keep because we're going to have to get to the secondary, and the secondary's got a plethora of
Yeah, it does.
stuff that you really don't want to let it walk out the door per se.
Yeah. So Alex says Eichenberg gets cut. JP Raider says Alubi gone.
Yeah. The keepers obviously Walker, Dean, and Cody Lindenberg. That's 3 keepers for inside linebacker. And then I think we keep 4 inside linebackers on the 53. I'm going to put Tommy as a question mark. And I want to say sorry, but
So we'll put a question mark next to sorry.
yeah, sorry and Eichenberg put question marks next to.
Okay, so
And let's
Buddy
see what we can-
Johnson's out of here,
Yeah, there you go.
and so is Cameron McGrone.
Yeah.
Oh, JP Raider's saying he thinks we give Buddy Johnson a shot. Well, I crossed them off for now. Doesn't mean that's etched in stone.
Yeah.
All right, so right now for defense overall, we've got 8 players.
We might be able to
no,
hide Buddy
more than
Johnson
that.
on
I'm gonna
IR too.
We got 8. We got 14. We got 6 tackles, 5 ends and edge rushes, and 3 linebackers. So,
But we have to have 4 linebackers. So just count 4. We just don't know who the 4th one is.
yeah. All right, so we're gonna move over.
So what's our total?
Eichenberg's the reason John is seeking therapy. He's heartbroken.
So we had 27 to work with.
Yeah, so I've got 9. I got 13 in total right now.
All right. So we got 14 to work with.
Oh, sorry, 14. I got 14.
So 13,
6 defensive
12.
tackles and 8 defensive ends and linebackers.
Yeah.
But
But
that's
we
just
have
a-
question marks at the top end that we haven't addressed yet. So
Correct.
So we're gonna let's plow through the secondary. This one's gonna be the fun one because this is obviously the one that we spent a lot of draft capital on. Plus,
Yeah, for sure.
so this is gonna be the fun one, guys. Get in here, let us know. Give us your starters. Give us your second tier. Give us your third tier. Let's roll from there.
All right, so we're going to start with the corners. So we have Taron Johnson, Eric Stokes, Greedy Vance, DeCamarion Richardson, Darian Porter, McCoy, Inusium, Hazika Masses, and Caleb Offord. So veterans,
Inusium's
young
gone,
picks,
so-
development players. So who do we think gets squeezed out of this? Who makes? So what do you need? We should be carrying 4 of these guys
What?
for just the corners.
We should carry 4 corners and probably at least 3 safeties. That's
All right. Well, we're doing corners first,
7.
and then we'll do. The
Let's do
safeties
corners
after that,
first.
so- yeah.
all right.
So the guys I just read off, those are strictly just the corners on this list.
Yeah.
So
So
I
I'm going
think
Stokes and McCoy and Richardson for the left cornerback.
Stokes, McCoy, and Richardson. Okay.
Right cornerback is going to be Massis, then
What about
Porter,
don't forget Taron Johnson.
and then they got him listed here as nickelback.
Bill says you need at least 5 corners, maybe 6. What's up, Mike? Well,
Yeah.
what's going on, brother? I see you in here, brother.
Yeah.
up?
So my
Jason
left
Dennis
corner,
from
my
Cleveland.
left corners are going to be Stokes, Richardson, McCoy.
Yeah.
My right corners are going to be Massis and Porter.
Yeah.
And then my 6th and 7th is going to be Taron Johnson and Greedy Vance, Nickelback.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, that's 7 on that position. Okay. What's up, May Spitfire? What's going on? I see you. Welcome in.
So
All
where
right,
are we
so-
at right now?
Oh, Jesus. I didn't know how to keep adding these up every time. We're at 21.
What's up, May Spitfire? Michael Guerrero. Thanks for your vote. I'm sure I could do just as good as any other governor in the state of California. At least we won't be having to buy cardboard tires in 2 years. The fucking stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. You see that shit?
No.
Oh, they got this 2029 we have to use. Now we'll only be able to buy a certain kind of tire for our cars. So it's whatever. Shut up. The people that make those decisions need to crawl in a hole and go get the hell out of here.
Didn't do the hibernate forever.
Oh yeah.
So we're at 21 and we haven't even touched the safeties yet.
So that gives us room for how many more people? 6 more people?
What's the total we're at? We're at 25. We're at 46 right now in total.
Okay. So we got 7 more that we can for the 53-man roster? Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna.
And
move
that's
on.
adding the question marks, right? So you added those, right?
No, I didn't count those as.
Okay, so there's 2 question marks. So now we're down to 5.
Yeah.
We got 5 left for the safety room. But we also have leeway with an extra cornerback if we need to.
Yeah.
Because
So-
really, in all honesty, 4 safeties seems like is a good number because one of your safeties is going to be a predominantly special teamer anyways.
Yeah, that's what Alex says too. He said 4 safeties.
You're going to have 3 every down safeties, and your 4 safeties are going to predominantly be special teams with spells on defense.
All right, so we have Jeremy Chin, Isaiah Palomau, Tristan McCullum, Traden Stoops, Dalton Johnson, Devin Lafayette, and Devin Perkins.
Okay. So easy as Lafayette and Perkins are gone.
Okay, so let's just cross them the fuck off. There it is. So that leaves
And
us
then-
5 in here.
5, and we're keeping 4.
Yeah, I think McCullum's odd man out.
I think so too, and he's actually looked halfway decent in the preseason.
What's up, Willie Wayne?
I do too. I think Chin, Johnson, Stukes, Palomalo are going to be our 4 safeties.
All right, so Chin, Palomar, Stoops, and Johnston. Oh, Johnson. So that gives us 4 there. Mm-hmm. So we're at 25. Mm-hmm. So we're at 25 defense total. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now
And so
we'll
we
go
did
back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many cornerbacks did you say we had?
7 in total is what we kept.
Okay, cool.
Well, let's go
I
back
was
to the beginning first. So
Okay.
let's start all the way back to the front of all of this.
And we still haven't got a phone call, Jeff. Are you sure the phone line's open? You want to double check the phone
It's
line,
open
make
'cause
sure
we
they're
already
open?
missed one earlier, so
Yeah.
they tried calling before we even opened the line.
Yeah. And if you want to call and talk to Jeff, go ahead. I mean, he's more than willing to talk to you. If you've got anything on your mind you need to talk about, personal relationships, finance, you want to talk food with him, I'm sure you can.
I'm not a
enlighten
big
you
one
on
to
some-
talk food anymore. I don't eat like I used to, so
I don't either.
doesn't work that way.
I eat like 2 things a day, every day, and that's it.
I am not the food connoisseur you are looking for.
Yeah.
All right, so we're all set with quarterback. We're keeping 3 for sure. Okay. So we got Cousins, Aidan O'Connell, and Fernando. Running backs, we went with Genti, Labe, Washington, Ogunbowale, and obviously Connor Hayward. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 right there. Okay. Wide receivers, we kept Trey Tucker, Jalen Naylor, Jack Betch, Benson, Brown. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 wide receivers. Okay. Tight ends, we kept 3. Bowers, Mayer, and Thomas. All right. Let's do offensive line. We got Colton Miller, DJ Glaze, Grant, Buford, Linderbaum, JPJ, Jordan Meredith, Caleb Rogers, and Trey Zune. That gives us 9 offensive linemen. So total offensive players we kept is 25. We don't have any. There's no bubble question marks on this, as far as wide. No, we did actually. We did second, possibly Derek Young and Shedrick Jackson. Would be the only 2 that were question marks on the offensive side. And Dalton Wagner. We're not going to cut Aidan. We can't cut Aidan. We can't roll with 2 quarterbacks.
I got to keep Aidan.
You got to keep him.
It's not so much that, is also too what's Kirk Cousins' history the last few years. He's going to be 38 years old. You know what I mean? You're playing with fire if you don't keep 3 with the, because the Rams are going to keep 3 because of Stafford, right? And I mean, who else would keep 3? I think you can see Kansas City's probably going to keep 3. Who else would keep 3? San Francisco should keep 5 because they need at least 2 to absorb some of the electricity coming from the power station.
Yeah.
So they might have their 4th quarterback going in and playing outside linebacker by the time the season comes around. It's not fun when you can't. When's the last time you had a calzone?
It's been a while. It's been a long time, actually.
Yeah. Same here. I haven't had pizza in a month.
Fields is still not good for Chiefs. Good. I love it.
Fields ain't good for anybody.
No.
Remember I told you I like to go to the games, go in early and watch warm-ups, watch them warm up?
Mm-hmm.
I watched at that Pittsburgh game when Fields was their quarterback. I kid you not, I've never seen a quarterback in warm-ups throw not just incompletions, but the type of incompletions he was throwing. It was so bad. Their tight end walked over and just kicked the fucking football. He didn't even bother to bend over and pick it up. He just kicked it and walked back. And I could see some of the. And what was weird about that game was a lot of the Steeler fans, even though they're waving their damn towels and shit, the people in front of us, I go, "Are you seeing what I'm seeing?" And he goes, "We're in trouble." And then we went down the field on the first drive, just tinky, 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 touchdown. And that was it. And and then he turned around and probably had one of his best games as a pro in the game. So, but yeah, Fields isn't that good. But they don't have a whole lot of options, and once Patrick Mahomes goes down, they're pretty much screwed. So, I'm trying to think of some other teams that do that 3 quarterback thing. I know some are hell bent on only 2 quarterbacks, maybe a practice squad guy that they can, because you can activate a practice squad guy 3 times before he has to be permanently on a 53-man roster. So I don't know.
Right now, not about. We're at what did I say, 50?
Should be at
we're at
52 or 50.
No,
Should
we're
be
at 50
51.
even. We got 25
50.
defensive players and 25 offensive. That's why we're going back through the list to
But we
see
got 3.
who's on the bubble.
And then you got 3 special teamers. That's 53.
Oh, you're right. I forgot to total those in there. You're absolutely right. Yep.
Yep.
So we're at 53.
Mm-hmm.
Bang. We did it. Yay. So now which ones do we put on the practice squad? So I'm thinking I mean, we could put Clark on the practice squad.
Who?
We haven't put anybody there yet. The quarterback. I haven't seen anything with him.
No, and he's not getting hardly any reps in practice. As far as 11 on 11 reps.
Yeah, no, he's not. All right, so we're set with quarterbacks, running backs. Do we put Hemby on the practice squad?
I would try and bring Hemby back on the practice squad.
Okay, so we move Hemby to practice squad. Now, do we put Cedric Jackson there and one of these other wide receivers? How many spots do we get on the practice squad? Is it 12 or 13?
Good question.
I don't know off the top of my head.
And usually
We're at
that
53 with AOC right now.
yeah. That's a good question.
Oh, what's up, Dennis?
Sorry about that, guys. Hit my microphone again like a rookie.
Yeah, I thought it was like 12 or 13. I think you're right, Al.
Yeah, it's like 12 or 13.
So we could put a lot of these guys on there. So, all right, so let's put Hemby there. You know what? Fuck it. Let's put Jacob Clark there for the hell of it. Cedric Jackson we'll put on the practice squad.
Yeah.
Derek Young.
Yep. Put him on the practice squad.
Brandon Johnson. The wide receiver.
No, I'd go Chase Roberts.
What about Thornton? Do we keep him on the practice squad for the hell
Nope.
of it?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
So Chase Roberts, practice squad. All right, so right now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right,
Okay.
so let's move over tight ends. We're not going to put any of them.
Maybe
Runyon?
Nope. Guard.
Gerd?
Guard.
Patrick Gerd?
Only because he could play fullback too.
Okay, so we put him. Oh, we got a phone call.
Finally, somebody dialed. All right. I'll let you take
Yeah,
this call.
right.
I'm gonna.
You're on Radio Nation Voices with Jeff and Jason. State your name.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Oh yeah. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hello.
Is anybody there?
Can you hear me?
Say what's up, fellas? This the #1 Raider stunner. Or what? It's Harvey.
Hey, what's
Can you
up?
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I don't think you can hear us.
No.
Is anybody there?
Hello.
Well, I can't hear you through my phone, but I'm glad you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, my question is, do you think they should put that? I think he's a defensive player. His name is his last name is Harvey. Do you think he should be on that practice squad?
I don't think we've gotten there yet.
We haven't gotten there yet, but yeah, we could. I mean, we're probably going to put Patrick Johnson there. We only got like 805 says 16 or 17. I don't think it was that high.
And what is his first name, by the way?
Jafari Harvey. Okay, so Dennis says 16 practice squad spots, 17 if one is a player.
Oh yeah, I love his last name.
Well, you should. It's your name. Right? Isn't it?
Yeah, 'cause that's my first name, y'all.
Yeah. So I thought.
Of course. So I just want to ask one more question before I let y'all go. Do y'all think that Max Crosby is going to be healthy this year?
I sure as hell hope so. He better be after all this
He'll be healthy
bullshit.
going into the season. We'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, me too. So I just wanted to call and so Raider first downs and 4-1 Jeff Raider Jeff. I just wanted to call and ask those questions. So y'all take it easy, all right?
Thanks, brother. Thanks for calling in.
Thanks.
We appreciate you.
Thanks,
man.
Harvey.
Just win, baby.
All right, brother. He must be listening to the YouTube because I can hear us in the background.
That's right, Howard. The only way you can hear us talking to him, too. So
Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully, it's not like that for every phone call. It might be because I'm on my headset. I don't know.
Did you check your
Matter.
microphone settings in StreamYard?
Yep, that was the it. I'm an idiot. Oh no, what did I just do? God damn it! Hit the wrong thing.
So, anyways, while Jeff is working on his technical difficulties, we are down low through the tight ends. Gerd is most likely going to be. I would retain Gerd on the practice squad for both tight end and fullback. So, boom, that takes care of 2 positions right there. Now we're going offensive line, correct, Jeff?
Yeah, we're gonna go through and can you hear me still?
Yep.
Yeah, we finished with the tight end. So offensive line, the only one that I had on the possible question mark practice squad was Dalton Wagner.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where exactly he goes, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's 16, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at 7 right now for practice squad.
Yeah. Here,
All
let me
right.
see.
I don't think there's anyone else on the offensive line we put on the practice squad, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Not for offensive line. I can read that, Kev. Thanks. I don't know, Alec. I mean, he did look all right the other night. It was one of the lone bright spots on that offensive line at that point.
Okay, so finally got some knowledge out of 805. It is 16 players, 17 with the international player. What, did I say something? You know, we were supposed to sit down and have a couple cold ones in Vegas. I'm starting to think I'm going to be drinking hot ones. He's going to be like, you go drink over there. I'm not going to drink with you.
All right, so we're set with the offense. So I said, what, 7 practice squad? Is what we came up with?
Yeah, we were at 7. We can go to 16. So
Okay, so we're at
we got
7.
9 more to go.
7 practice squad. Okay. All right, so let's go over to the defensive tackles. Only one I had on as a question mark was Brandon Cleveland.
Yeah, and I'd bring him back because he is a 6th-round pick. Bring him back to the practice squad, most definitely.
So the only ones we did cut was Trevor Maye and Gary Smith, so we don't even worry about those 2. What's up, Ardell? I see you, brother.
No.
Severe getting hard to find, like rundown. What's up, G-Fam? We're still on.
What's up, G-Fam?
We're
just getting started.
there. No, we're not.
Yeah, we are. Still
we're
got 4
not.
more hours.
No, I no. Screw that. I was on for almost 7 hours Thursday night. I was like, oh my god, I'm having flashbacks to those long ass Friday night shows.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on to defensive ends and edge. The only one I had listed as a possible practice squad was Patrick Johnson, and I think some other people in the chat said that's going to be tough though. He's making it tough to be cut.
Yeah, he's making it tough to be cut, and a gamble to try and bring back on the practice squad. He's got good tape.
All right, so that's all I have. I mean, Jafari Harvey was the other one that we cut. Other teams cast off will end up on Raiders practice squad or active. True. Jeff, will we be on till 2 a.m.? Absolutely not. Not tonight. Yeah, fuck those long ass shows anymore. We did that one the other night. That was, I mean, almost 4 hours of it was taken up with the game itself. So there's that. All right, so Patrick Johnson's practice squad. So now on linebackers, this is where our questions lay. The two that I put question marks next to was Tommy Eichenberg and Xavier Sorey. We cut outright Buddy Johnson, Cameron McGrone, and Sagun Olubi. So do we bring Eichenberg and Sorey to the practice squad? See that? He says he has to buy Jason beers in order to be in his presence.
That's not true. Quit making stuff up. You ain't got to buy me a beer. I don't even drink beer anyways. I'll take a Jack and Coke, though.
So, Eichenberg, practice squad?
I
mean, has he earned it?
You almost have to.
I think he's at least earned that. Sorry, practice squad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 7 on offense. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 on defense now.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So it gives us 4 more.
All right, corners. We got. Well, this guy got injured, so he's probably not going to make the roster. Chigozie Anuzium, he's the one that got hurt.
Yeah, he's done.
So we're going to just cross him off. The other one that we didn't do anything with was Caleb Offord. I think we just cross him off.
Yep.
All right. Other than that, everybody else made the. We pulled 7 corners out of this.
7 corners?
That's what you came up with.
3, 1, 2.
Yeah, Johnson, Stokes, Vance,
I had
Richardson,
5
Porter, McCoy, and Hazika Masses. I think it was 5 corners and 2 nickels.
And 2 nickels, yeah, which are nickel cornerbacks, yeah.
But they're all listed on the cornerback, so I just grouped them all together in there's 7 of those. Moving on to safeties, the 3 we cut outright were Perkins, Lafayette, and McCollum. We kept 4, which was Chin, Palomau, Stooks, and Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we need to bring any of those guys back, do you?
No, you're bringing McCollum back. Yeah, he's a priority,
McCollum.
and then we'll just elevate Sorey for the other position as a priority.
Well, we already did.
Well, how many more positions we got available?
So we already had 7 on offense, and we have. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5, so we're at 12 right now.
Okay, so that gives us 2 more to play with on defense. And I would make Tristan McCollum a priority.
All right. Well,
And then
if we're doing that on defense,
I would say Harvey we bring back.
That's
because
what I was
Johnson
exactly looking
Patrick
at.
Johnson's already a priority. You're bringing him back. I'm looking at the depth chart on ESPN, and I don't even know why they got him listed as the 4th. Because really, in all honesty, he's played his way up to the where.
6. So right now we're at 13 now.
He's actually looked better than Crawford, believe it or not. I think.
So now let's special teams. The only ones that we cut outright were Matsuzawa and Dzansky. Do we think about
Yeah.
either one of them? What's up, Eric? What's up, the other Eric, Lone Raider Eric? Because there's 2 Erics on here now, right at the same time.
Yeah.
There's Eric. There's
Yeah.
Eric.
What's up,
Thank you
Eric?
for it. We might keep the Berg brothers and the Kobe Dean's injury, and that's what worries me about him.
Yeah,
too.
that's another thing too. Is the injury history? Just keeping both of them.
So we're not even gonna entertain Matsuzawa as practice squad. I really don't.
As an IPP.
Or as
I mean,
the IPP.
The only thing that's going to hurt is it's going to take time away from coaching the others.
Exactly.
That's it. That's the only thing that is going to hurt. And as an IPP guy, you know, there's good things about it, you know.
Unless there's
having
another
him-
player out there, like if Lucky Tassi gets cut, then we bring him back.
Well, that's it. Did they designate him as an IPP when they picked him up? I don't know if
He's
they
on-
can or not. I don't know the rules behind it. I don't know if he goes to another team, he's still eligible to be an IPP player.
Yeah, he's got every IPP player has 2 years of eligibility, no matter where they are.
Okay.
So this is his
if he
second
gets
year
cut-
right now.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, if he gets cut, is he still protected? Because if they designate him as an IPP, he's protected. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know the parameters of
That I do.
to be
That I
honest
do
with you.
know that because that's what we did with him last year. He didn't make the 53-man roster. He was cut, but he was protected under the IPP rules. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if he's still eligible for the IPP with Tennessee, then if they cut him, they can still protect him, and that's going to be their decision. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
don't know if they've
What's up,
got 2
Manuel?
or 3 guys on their team that are eligible for that. I don't know. I don't even know how many of these guys are in the NFL.
Cool, Kev. Methuselah can work at the hibachi at Gordon Ramsay.
That's not right.
Oh,
That's not right. I'm not even getting into your guys' conversation on that. That's not right.
Oh, you want 5 ice? 5 ice. 5 ice. Yes. All right, so I put him as IPP then. Fuck it.
I mean, really, in all honesty, it's not taking a roster spot. So
No,
the only thing
it's
that it's going to hurt is he's going to take up time coaching. And really, in all honesty, I don't even think he's going to. Being that it's a kicker is not going to be that big of a deal of him getting. It's like, all right, you get to kick the ball 20 times, okay? Kick. This is the football field. It's 55 yards wide, and you have to get it past the 20. Kick it. Okay. Thank you.
All right, so we've got 53 on the roster. We have 13 on the practice squad and 1 IPP. So that still gives us 3 spots to put someone on the practice squad. So some of these guys we cut, we could still put there, really. I just feel like this isn't the full list. Although, you know, it is the offensive linemen take up so many of it. Oh, so much of it, I should say.
Nah.
By Tokyo, we can add 1 IPP player. I'll look. I like fully Fakasi, though. Oh, that's
Yeah, but I don't think he's eligible. Isn't he like a 3 or 4 year veteran?
Let me see if he. Tell you in a second.
I could just picture him standing next to our kicker.
Yeah, he's
With
been
this-
in the league for a while.
Yeah, he's been in the league for a little bit.
He's been in the league since 2018.
Yeah.
He was with the Jets, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Houston Texans, and now us.
Yeah. See him standing next to our kicker on the sideline with their nameplates next to each other. I think that's pretty much it, man. To be quite honest with you, the wide receiver room and the defensive tackle room, what we cut and what we keep is probably going to change. I hope, fingers crossed, that there might be something that we can get off the waiver wire or in a trade that circumvents both of us on stage. And, even if it's I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of wide receiver 2s out there that would come over here as a wide receiver 1. Even though they're still a quote unquote a wide receiver 2, they would probably do really good as a wide receiver 1 with us.
All right, so that's pretty much it. What we'll do is, we're not going to be around to do a show after everybody's cut because next week's our last show for a while.
That's fine.
Yeah, we can play around with it in the future.
I'm looking forward to, just so everybody knows, it's in the chat with the phone number. I finally figured out the solution to our communication systems that we've got set up. So we're going to uncork that next week. And so be prepared. I'm going to test drive it tomorrow on Show Me Your Shield as well, just to see how it works. And hopefully it takes off, because me and Duncan are looking to target that 5 o'clock in the afternoon Sunday crowd when everybody's pissed or everybody's happy. Probably going to be more. It's probably going to be more. There's going to be a lot of psychological. In fact, I think I got to go and read my certificate so I can help people out and get paid for it. So, who are we going to talk off the ledge tonight? You know what I mean? So,
I mean, you know what this will be good though too is now that we've got this list that we just went through along with the chat. Next Saturday night, because we got a game Thursday night, any of these guys play, it might change some of our thought process too.
yeah.
So we can revisit that. I'll save this list that I have here. You have yours. I'll save this. So next Saturday night, we can kind of go through this again and see what happens. As far
Well,
as
your
the
list
thought.
is my list. I didn't write anything down. This
Okay.
was a hands-free night for me.
All right. Yeah. So
I
I'll
didn't want to
save
cut into
this.
the chat or any of that stuff. I just wanted. I was like,
You're good.
let the boss man be the boss tonight.
Yeah, so I'll save this for next week, and we'll see if after their performance next Thursday, if our opinions on these players change.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's a lot of TBDs in this as well.
yeah, we're at 2 hours plus, just a little over 2 hours. We only had that one phone call, and that was my faux pas on. So want to give it maybe 5 more minutes if anybody wants to call in. Still same phone number right here at the bottom, 401-830-9189. Let's see.
Yeah. Look at
We're
Cool Kev coming in here with some BS. Come on. Rosetown, if you're still out there, you're good at dumping people. Why don't you dump Cool Kev? Oh, wait, he's a
Okay, he's
ranch.
a mod. He won't be able to do it. We could.
Nah. It's coming in here like this. Yeah, I might only have a... Never mind, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to be nice, Cool Kev, because I like you a couple times a week anyways.
See, that's not what he says when we're just talking in the background. You know?
Who, what?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, the only person I talk bad about is 805. That's it.
Well, we know that too. So.
And that's usually in my sleep.
Don't forget, guys, if you want any of the merchandise, Raider Nation's Voices, our hats are out there. There's the link. It's shopfourthwall.com/401 Jeff. That's in there. Raider Connections in there. My 401 Raider stuff. The No Huddles in there for hats. So make sure you
Now
guys check
you
that
got.
out.
Are you putting LV Raider and Cheeto? Well, Cheeto's got his own clothing line.
Yeah, that's why I
Some
don't
of
do
his stuff's
anything
pretty
Well,
good.
the most notorious show's not mine. That was Will coming up with that or whatever. So that's like the Raider Connection when we were doing that show on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
I didn't put any of that stuff in it because those shows weren't mine. I didn't come up with those ideas. You know,
Yeah.
they weren't collab.
But
They were more of a collaboration with others.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wouldn't do anything in regards to, muscling in trying to come up with stuff for that.
Yeah.
Just do everything that's under my umbrella, basically.
Yeah. But you are free to use my logo. Well, you created the logo anyway, so if you want to use it, I don't care. Make a little money.
I could put a hat out there for you.
It is pretty badass, so you got to admit.
Just
I mean,
just the way that logo looks, and it would be embroidery. That would look absolutely awesome too.
Yep. Yep.
Also, don't forget my subscribers also start at 99 cents each. Shout out to No Face and Raider Ryan for gifting the memberships tonight earlier on. They both gifted 10 apiece, so I appreciate you guys. And shout out to Silver Smoke, Raw Shack, Big Luck.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? There was one other in here. Yeah, for the
We'll give
for all the
Cool
Jews.
Kev some love too, just for a minute. 805.
for all the jewels you guys sent in and Rorschach with the super chats, man. I appreciate you guys. Again, you have no idea how much that means to us that do this. So we thank you 100% for that. I'm gonna shut the phone lines down. Nobody's calling, so phone lines are off and it is shut down for the night. I only had one call last night too, so
Yeah.
It is what it is.
You know, people are scared. They're really scared, and it's that time
So
of year.
intimidating looking, especially the two of us on the screen.
Ooh, what? Yeah.
Like, I don't want to talk to these guys. They're scary. What do you got coming up, Jason? Why don't you
Okay,
give
for the
everybody
week,
lowdown?
I didn't do a Pride and Poise yesterday because I was too dang busy, and I just was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna mess with that. I got other stuff I got to deal with. I will be here next Saturday, even though I got stuff going on in the morning. But try and get a Pride and Poise out. But tomorrow we will have myself and the professor, Donuts Duncan, will be broadcasting live from our studios onto YouTube to you folks. Show me your shield, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Donuts channel. Hit those notifications. We're trying to get where YouTube will take our stuff and go, good, pop it out there a little bit harder so people are getting it. There's a couple, they're being a little stingy with the notifications and how people are getting their notifications nowadays. Even if you have it checked off for some reason, it's like they send you the notification, but it's like way in the back. But tomorrow night, show me your shield. We're going to test drive the dual phone-in situation, which I think will work really good on Sundays after the game.
Oh yeah, that's
I know.
a great one to do it for.
Yeah, you guys can call into us and vent whatever you want. Both of us will be able to talk to you. Next week when me and Jeff go live on Raider Nation Voices, it will be voices, not voice. So we're got in trouble for some false advertisement by advertising it as voices, but it will be voices next week. So you guys will be able to call in and talk to both of us at the same time. Whether or not you want to talk to me, that's a prudent point, but we'll get to that when we get there, right? But and Jeff, this show also too, when the season kicks off, is going to be. We saw it last year with the other.
Yeah.
The initial Saturday night show that we had, it had a lot of love. And I think that's what really grew your channel. The biggest was that show.
Yeah, well, I mean, it worked out perfect because, you know, it was our opportunity as the last stop before the game on Sunday. You know, it gave us a chance to really talk up, what we thought was going to happen, who we thought was going to be, the standout player, who needed to stand out, what we thought was going to happen against whatever team's defense. So that's why I'm really looking forward to, this show leading up to, the regular season. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss the first two Saturdays because I'm going to be Vegas and in LA. So, I mean, that has a lot to do with it.
The second one you might be able to do remote.
It depends on what's going
I have
on
a feeling
that
that Saturday. I have a feeling that Saturday night you're gonna want to kind of take it easy, especially after, dude. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, when you get to Vegas on Wednesday, by Saturday afternoon you're gonna be done. Trust me, you're gonna be so wiped out.
The good thing about LA is I really have no schedule during the week when I'm there. So the hotel I'm staying at has a massive pool. So I'll be spending a lot of my time in that during the day relaxing because I don't give a shit. I'm going to be there alone anyway. I maybe go live during the day while I'm sitting there chilling. And my room is actually right off the pool, so I'm right at the patio. But on Saturday the big party is at that hotel in that pool. And so is Sunday during the watch party. So I'll be in the pool, nice and chill and relaxed, watching the game on a big screen TV while I'm in the pool. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be nice. The bar at the hotel is where we're having all the functions Saturday and Sunday. So I will be going live throughout the day, whether I stay live the entire time or if I split it up. So, because I am taking my laptop, I'm actually going to take the headset with me now. I'm going to bring a lot more equipment than I thought I needed to, because when I talked to Mark Jones the other day, he's even asked me if I wanted to do a live stream on Friday night from Fremont Street in Vegas. I may set
Good
up
luck
that
with that.
too. Well, because I have a second camera which I'm bringing with me too.
Yeah.
That plugs into my, I can plug it into the computer, and I can run a second camera on screen, on stage here, where I can set up on the balcony overlooking everything as everything's going on. So I may be able to do that too.
Yeah. The only issue, because we tried it last year when you were in New England, was the audio was too aggressive on your end. And we couldn't hear it. Like, you can hear everything but you.
Yeah.
And it was so loud that I thought I busted an eardrum. And we couldn't even talk to each other on stage. It was like, we just sit there and we're like,
That was what?
can't even ask him a question. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was a Saturday night because we did the LCP on that one. So, but we'll. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go live on Friday night, if you want me to set something up for you for the Friday night, wait a second, I can't.
You're gonna be there.
I'll be there.
Again, I'm gonna have my laptop, so I can do anything I need to. Because I can actually, I've actually figured all this out. I've been doing a lot of work on the side with this.
No.
I can remotely control my computer through my phone.
No.
So I can set up the StreamYard in my room, and then when I'm ready to go live, I log into StreamYard through my phone, and I can do everything I need to do that way. Yeah. It's going to be a little trial and error, but I'm trying to work out all the bugs now. So I got 2 more, almost 3 more weeks to figure this out. So we're down to
and nothing personal, but the parties Friday and Saturday, I don't really partake in parties per se. I just don't. I just, and not only that, I'm getting a hall pass, so I'm gonna be on my best P's and Q's.
So that's a shitty hall pass then.
It is what it is. I earned it.
So what else you got coming up this week, other than tomorrow?
That's it. And then next Saturday we're rocking and rolling with this show again. And I was supposed to have a funeral today, but it got pushed back to next week because one of the family members had an emergency surgery. So it got pushed back to next Saturday. So, but that doesn't affect anything. Other than that, not a whole lot. Watched the game on Thursday night, which is probably the most boring NFL preseason game you'll ever watch.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of 2s and 3s and mostly 3s.
Yeah, it's
guys that are not going to make the team.
All right. But those that you're rooting for too. You know what I mean? It's like, do you remember Katie Williams?
Yeah.
When we had Katie Williams, and he was the guy, what was he, like a sky cap or something like that? And he got some tryout, and he was a Division III, and he tried out with the Raiders, and he got an invite to training camp, and the next thing you know, he's starting. He started like the first 2 or 3 games for us, and then about week 6 or 7, he was gone to Green Bay, went to Green Bay. Had a couple good games in Green Bay, too, as a matter of fact. And then that was it. He was gone. But it's just guys like that you see that living out their dream, and it's an accomplishment. It really is.
Of course it is.
So
how would you? I mean, I would love to have that on my resume. That I was
Oh yeah.
I was on a pro football, NFL football team for however long. Yeah. Hey, you're still there. It's a job you had. They were still paying you to be there.
Right.
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 I mean,
yeah. There's.
I think
there's only so many of those jobs in the NFL, and it takes a special kind of person to get to that level. And for those that do make it, they absolutely deserve it. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of times I hear people talk about players and this guy's trash or that guy's trash. And it's like,
you didn't.
Right. it's like you suck at singing. Well, have you heard yourself sing? You know what I mean? It's like that. It's like, well, this guy got into he's playing. Yeah, it's a but he's playing NFL football.
Yeah.
You didn't.
That's like
You
the people
know?
that are sitting there and saying like, AOC sucks. Are you playing football? Are you
Yeah.
playing quarterback right now for a pro?
Well,
football
yes, he
team?
does suck.
Well, he's it's preseason. He's not even going to make the team. Does it matter? He still played in NFL games, whether it's preseason or regular season. He still played. You never did. So who really sucks in this case? You, because you're not one of the 70-something quarterbacks in the entire NFL right now.
I'm not gonna say he sucks.
It's a
but
very small amount of people, like you said, that play that play in football. So
man, and
you make that. It's
you make it to training camp. You've accomplished something that
hell yeah.
it's like less than 1% of the football population, not even the regular population, the football population. People that have played football at any level.
Well, look at the draft.
Yeah.
Out of the thousands of kids that play college, because there's a million colleges now versus what it used to be.
Yeah.
There's a million colleges out there. The thousands of players that are eligible to be in the NFL draft, only 250-something make it to be drafted in the NFL. So you're in a small minority or a small fraternity, basically. Just like the Hall of Fame, out of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of football players through the years, 5 every year get into that. I've been there. I've seen what the Hall of Fame looks like. And it's a major accomplishment for you to get your bust in there. For you to make it, you're eternally enshrined in this location as one of the greatest to ever play this sport.
Yeah.
Or basically
That would be a
one
good
of the
topic
greatest
to
have
talk
this
about
job,
next week. That would be a good topic to talk about next week.
as far as
The Hall of Fame.
Huh?
And what is your vision as to what the Hall of Fame means? Because my take, before we even get into it, we'll discuss it more next week on the Raider Nation Voices. Mm-hmm. My take is the NFL Hall of Fame is so prestigious that I don't think I can name one person in the Hall of Fame that doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
Jerry Jones.
That I would take that from a personal standpoint, not necessarily accomplishments.
No, I get it. I totally get what you're saying. And even the ones that fans think should be in the Hall of Fame, but they did do enough
So
when they
hard to
played.
get in there.
Yeah,
And I was listening to a guy the other day, the insider for the Houston Texans. It's always on Q Myers. I can't think of his name right now. The older gentleman, been around football for years. Been covering football for decades. And he explained the whole Lester reasons and whatnot. And his chances of getting in were so close that even us as Raider fans don't realize that it was so close for the first 4 or 5 years of voting, but he just could not get over the hump with the votes. And it was, he goes, that's what the heartbreaking part of it is. Now that he's in the legacy, what's this, the after you time out after so many years, and now you have to go into a different category.
It's a senior committee.
And it's voted on completely different now. And he said the way they got and they changed the rules on that, on how you can, who gets the vote, what the vote is, how many votes you have to get, minimum votes you got to get just to qualify, and all that good stuff. Because what they do is they put the names out, and then you vote, and if nobody gets the minimum amount of names, then nobody gets put in on that category. So it's that much more difficult for him. And some of you guys that aren't old enough to remember Lester Hayes when he played, there was about a 4 or 5. Screw the Stickum shit. I don't even want to hear. That's an excuse.
Oh, it was legal at that point too. So
and it was legal, so he wasn't breaking any rules, right?
No.
So, but the end all be all was, well, why did he wear so much Stickum? Well, because that stuff wore off quick. He would put a little bit on his shirt and grab his, put it on his fingers,
Dude,
and
you
by
see
the second or
that
third,
stuff, he had it on his shins. It was just like
yeah,
a big
yeah,
blob of it.
they would put it down, yeah, yeah. Him and Fred Blitnikoff,
Blitnikoff.
Bobby Chandler. Bobby Chandler used to wear a lot of it too, and people didn't, you know.
But actually, I think Blitnikoff said he used to keep a sponge in his pants. That he would
Oh,
just
and
put
then
his
the
hand-
the
just put
equipment
his
guy
hand
on the
center face
sideline
in. Yep.
had to put the cigarette in his mouth and light it for him so he could take a puff of the cigarette. He couldn't touch it with his hands.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he'd
Yeah, 'cause
catch
it
on
would stick
fire.
to it.
Well, that stuff was flammable too if it got real close to a flame. So, but there are videos of him, Fred Blitnikoff, standing there sticking his mouth out so they could put gum in his mouth, because he had so much of it on his hands and on his jersey. Especially when they wore their white jerseys, they'd just be yellow.
Oh yeah, they'd be
somebody
like yellowish
peed all over it.
brown. Yeah,
Yeah.
like baby shit.
And Damon's right. Everybody in the league was using stickum, but
Yeah, it
it's
was
just
legal. It was part
the
of
thing.
game.
The thing that is they say, well, that's the only reason why he got all those bullshit. He got those in it. Stickum didn't help him cover the receivers.
No,
Stickum didn't help him. Yeah, he literally would lock down the best wide. I can name a ton of wide receivers that are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame that he shut down a lockdown, and it's no joke. It literally is no joke, and especially in '83 when they brought Mike Haynes over to take a little pressure off
oh
of
my
him.
God, they were unstoppable back
That
then.
was it. That secondary, and mind you, the cool part about that is when they played Washington earlier in the season and lost, we didn't have Mike Haynes.
Yeah, and they beat the shit.
Then when
out
we
of
had
us.
Mike Haynes in the Super Bowl, that was a game changer in that game. So, Lester Hayes
Also,
absolutely.
Marcus Allen finally had a full year under his belt, full
Right.
season. So that team was clicking on firing on
Oh,
all
yeah.
cylinders.
Oh yeah,
And
and the
it was a
defense.
wild card team.
No, '83 was not. 80 was
I thought
the
it was-
wild card team.
Oh, 80 was. Yes, you're right. You're right.
80
You're
was.
right.
80 was the wild
You're
card
right.
team.
Yeah.
83,
Yeah, we were the
83
first
we
team
were
ever.
we were numero uno. The only thing that was weird about and this is a little nugget for you is that we lost to we lost 4 games to 3 teams. We lost to the Seahawks, who was on our division at the time. They were in the AFC West. We lost to them both times in the regular season, but we still got the number 1 seed in the playoffs. But when we played the championship game, did you know, Raider Nation, that one end zone at the LA Coliseum was painted Seahawks and the other was painted Raiders?
Say that again. I was reading something.
The AFC Championship game in 1983,
Yeah.
they pulled a boondoggle on us and painted. They said it's because they couldn't get the field painted, the end zones painted in time because of the Rams game or something. Like Rams weren't even. Shut up. They had plenty of time to paint that. They could paint those end zones in 24 hours, not a problem. And they're like, oh no. They painted the Seahawks. They painted the Seahawks in one end zone at the LA Coliseum, and we were the home team. Yeah, go back and look at the 1983 AFC Championship football field. I remember it. It was like, why is I thought it was something that they were just going to start doing it since it's a championship game, that the other team gets a little love on the football field with their colors. You know what I mean? Because they do that for the Super Bowl where each end zone's painted for a particular, one's painted for the AFC and one's painted for the NFC. So I didn't even realize it. And my dad was just like, nah, this is a slap in the face of Al Davis. This is another slap in the face at Al Davis. That's why they're doing it. It has nothing to do with, the type of paint that they use to paint those fields, they can paint it on a Friday at 1 o'clock. By the time kickoff comes around the next day, it's fine. It's not gonna change. That was an excuse and it was stupid. So yeah, there's a little nugget for you.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, go back and Google that. That's
So, all right. So you don't have anything else other than tomorrow night and then next Saturday night with me. Monday night for myself, I will be back on with the AFC West Fools. So I'll be on with the Charger fan, the Broncos fan, the unknown KC fan that we have not found yet. So it'll just be another empty chair. And I may have a surprise for my fellow co-hosts on that show that they don't know about yet.
On which one?
The AFC West Fools. I got a little something planned that they have no idea is coming, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Is that the new one that you're doing? It's kind of like the AFC West Showdown type show, like what Captain
but
Jack
it's not
used
like
to.
that. It's basically that's the Wild Wild West.
Or Wild Wild West.
This is fun. This is fun. The chat gets involved. The chat was 2 weeks ago. They were all over those two guys. They were just giving him shit. So it was great. I loved every minute of it. So it's fun. You know, we joke around, we make fun of each other. It's not like, you know, a real serious type show where we're like, you know, we're just, you know, well, our running backs are better because of it. No, it's none of that crap. It's like, you know, I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, I can't wait to talk to the Chargers kid about the game with the 49ers. That's going to be fun. Yeah.
You know what's funny is I have a cousin of mine. She's a diehard Chargers fan, and her brother is a Niners fan. And they actually watched the game together. And I'm like, well, the good thing is it's a preseason game. The bad thing is your mom's got to put up with your guys' crap.
Yeah, cool, Kev. It's going to be good on Monday night, so make sure you guys check in. We start at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. I'll be on Tuesday night with the Most Notorious, which is with Leo, Nate, and Will. Wednesday night, again, I'm filling in for Asylum on the cage match. And Rorschach, I'm pretty much on every day of the week right now. Thursday night, Nate and I doing Raiders Coast to Coast. But we're not going to be on Thursday night as a Coast to Coast show because the game is in Vegas, and him and 805 and a few others are going to the game. So I will not have Nate on. I will probably do a live watch party. So, Jason, if you want to jump on, you're more than welcome to come in with me on Thursday night. So I know you like to watch the game in peace. So
Yeah, I usually do. But that game doesn't have any.
No.
It's not that big a deal. So
No.
I don't have the game day intensity on that game as I do other games.
Yeah, no, I get that. What's up, Will? I see you, brother. And then Friday night, I'll be back on with No Huddle. And then, obviously, Jason and I next Saturday night again. Hopefully the phone gets fixed. So,
It will.
Will's in the house. Dennis, what's up, brother? How you doing? My coffee cup was stolen, so I started at the police station looking at mug shots. Funny guy. I got nothing else. If we're good, we'll get out of here. I have to pee. Been holding it. And this was a good show tonight. Again, thank you to everybody that was here with us for the last 2.5 hours. Again, thanks for all the super chats, the gifted memberships, the jewels. Again, like I always say, without you guys doing that, we can't do what we're doing. You guys support these shows, and we really appreciate that. And again, don't forget, if you haven't already, make sure you get over to Jason's channel. It's Raiders First Downs.
I'd appreciate it.
Hit the notification.
Show me some love.
Give the thumbs up.
Don't be a hoe. Share the show. You know.
Yeah.
Send the link out.
Hey,
write it down on the back of your Winnebago, Rorschach. That way, when it's parked at Walmart, people see my thing. They'll subscribe.
And before we get out of here, I just want to thank everybody for not coming at me like this because of the thumbnail tonight.
Yeah.
For
There's
sure
a lot of the Nando sexuals out there that don't give a shit no more. Do what you gotta
I
do.
thought for sure I was going to get
If
lynch
it-
mobbed tonight because of that.
If it makes you feel good bagging on a kid that's going to be our franchise quarterback, oh well, go ahead.
It was just
don't
fun.
matter.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
it was just fun.
Yeah.
I could.
And you know what? It is what it is, right?
I've even got a soundbite for Ashton Genty.
5'9". I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
You trying to...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And if anybody had a real off take tonight, I did have another one ready too.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
A jelly donut. In which,
And my favorite, the Tokyo.
Toe jam.
but this is my favorite because we're going to wrap up the show. Jeff, you got anything to say before we leave?
Yes, I do. As I always say, stay safe and go Raiders.
Bye. You going to hit the button?
Raider Nation, that's going to do it for tonight. We appreciate everyone who called in, everyone listening, and everyone who brought the heat. This isn't just our show. This is your platform, your takes, your voice. If you didn't get through tonight, don't worry. The phone lines will be open again next time. Until then, keep representing the silver and black wherever you are for everyone here. Thanks for tuning in, Raider Nation. Please, 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 have a take and don't suck. We'll see you next time. This is Raider Nation Voices.